Everyone happy. Hello everyone, welcome to Critically Average Adventures and welcome to Out the Cold. This is a D&D campaign I'm playing with my friends and these are my friends. When we last left our, I don't know what that was happening behind me, it's just weird. So when we last left our valiant heroes, they had just cut the heads off of some Duragar, or one of them had, and left the... Good night.
Hi, sweetie.
Every time.
There's Celia. You want to say hi?
Hi, Celia. Hi, sweetie. How are you?
Go on, Fred.
There goes the destroyer of worlds.
Seriously, she got new dice the other day as well, so she's got new powered dice. I'm losing my train of thought. There we go. So yeah, so Duragar heads had been removed from Duragar bodies at the behest of your current patron, and having sent you out there, you are now exploring the Snowed Inn, and I believe Nan. Didn't you want to look for some grub?
Yeah, I was having a little look on Roll20. I think it's this little kitchen kind of over here, because I know Luke Arden looked in the pantry and there was, or like the cupboard under the stairs, and there was nothing. But nobody's...
that one, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that is absolutely fine. You may look in there. So you move up to that space. It is a room wrapped with pretty much empty, dusty shelves. The entire inn is obviously quite cold because the windows are in a state of disrepair. But this is a bit cooler than the rest of the place. Where would you like to look in the room? You've got some shelves, you've got some barrels.
Okay, there's probably the barrels, places where things would be better preserved.
Okay. Could you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh no.
Yes, I can. Of course I can. Let's see if D&D Beyond will like me. No, it won't.
You're rolling with Beyond?
Yeah, I know. I thought I'd give it a go and see whether it was going to be nice to me, but it's not. So one roll with Beyond and then...
You know you're cursed with Beyond.
Yeah. 7, so yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Happens on a 7.
Oh no.
You feel the icy cold seep into you, and you notice that on the floor there is a form of mould or something that is on the ground, and that seems to infest your arms and your feet at first, and you take hold on a second.
What is it with you and fungus?
I don't know,
No,
man.
this is actually not me writing anything. This is a free-written adventure, which is even funnier. So like I was going to say at the end of this one when we've done this that it's actually a D&D Dave one.
This is when we find out that Earl is actually on top of a giant mushroom.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, on the back of a walrus,
floating in the astral sea. Just a giant mushroom on the back of a walrus.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find the stat block. Oh, I can't find it.
One of those days is going to do it. You know that.
Oh, I know, you idiot.
Baby.
If you got allergies as well, Pete.
I have got the allergies going.
Mine are really bad.
Yeah, Mama
You
got
take
it too.
10 cold damage
Okay.
as this as the frost kind of runs up your legs. And it's just sort of, it's not really moving, but where you stand, it's kind of on your legs.
Mm.
And it's
Where is
seeping
this
up
happening?
your-
Where is this happening at the moment? Sorry, because I'm looking at
in
currently by the bar.
in the pantry area that you saw on the way in,
Okay.
that top room here, kind of up in this corner, is where it is. This western wall. What would you like to do? It feels very uncomfortable.
I would like to move away from that area as quickly as possible.
Yep.
And notify the rest. There's it's cold hurt feeling around here. I don't think this isn't a good room.
Cold, hurt feeling. Would you?
Cold hurt.
Let me have a look.
I think at this point, because I yelled it, you
Yeah,
can
you were yelling
hear-
off the balcony. You would probably hear Nyala yelling off the balcony and some sort of commotion happening upstairs also.
I'm going to go into the look.
I
Into
know
the
a
look.
certain monk that with a rush.
You're going to go into the look.
I'm going to go into the look. Yeah. Okay. No, I'm going to go into the room and have a look. I'm not going to go into the look and have a room. I'm going to look
Good.
in the room.
As Rook is making his way over, I'm just like, if you've got this, I'll take upstairs.
Yeah. You see what the wizard's doing upstairs.
Okay. Rook, what are you doing? You now see, now it's pointed out to you, this strange frost-like mold upon the floor.
I'm going to take out my spear and poke it.
It kind of wraps around the spear. When you poke it, you pull it out and it drops off to the floor.
Okay, so I'm gonna put my spear into it, wait for it till it all like kind of wraps around and kind of try and like lift it up.
It kind of lifts up, plops back down off of it.
I'm going to take out Captain Smashy and just smash the floor with the mold.
I'm going to take cover.
Would you please make me a Constitution saving throw as you
I
start
will-
throwing frost spore molds around the place?
I will happily make a Constitution saving.
Will you now, George?
I have a +6 to con saves. Okay, I got a 4. I hit a 10. I get a 10 on my con save.
Boo-hoo.
12, please.
Okay.
You're flicking
Maybe-
it around. You now see that there is now frost mold growing on all of the walls instead of just the western wall.
Oh fuck. Okay.
We've aggravated it. Oh no.
It doesn't seem to be encroaching on you at all. It just is
It's just
being
there.
where you've flicked it. But it's
Oh,
what would you like to do, Mororook?
Is there? So Nan was looking in the barrels, wasn't she?
Well, I think I moved towards
Okay.
that area. I don't think I looked in there.
I'm going to kind of bite the bullet and open one of the barrels if I can.
There is the remains of some very, very, very tightly shriveled potatoes. Can you make me another Constitution saving throw, please?
Yeah. I hate con saves. That is a total of 7 because that was a natural 1.
Doesn't Pete get to roll the funky dice if you roll a natural one?
17.
Okay.
I have potion.
Okay,
Don't
I'm
worry.
going to back the fuck out of that room
Yeah.
because I am on 10 hit points.
Welcome to the club.
So
I like how the fight didn't take you down, but some
Yeah.
mold that's
Yeah.
inanimate did.
yeah,
On saves.
yeah. This is what I'm not okay with. So yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
walk back, and it's always con saves, isn't it? It's always con
It is.
saves.
It always, but not that I choose them. I like I said, I didn't write it.
Yeah, I'm going
D&D
to.
wrote this adventure. This is a different
I-
adventure that I've kind of dropped in.
Can I
point
make
out
some
Rook
kind
is-
of? Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Can I point out Rook is still laughing his ass off?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
still pissed.
Laughing, coughing out frosty spores.
He's on the verge of death, but he's pissing himself.
You thought I'd forgotten.
I had to be fair. I
Laughing at the
thought
mould.
you were just laughing at everything.
What were you saying, man? What did you want to do?
I'm wondering if there's something that I can do to try and. Well, one, I'd like to try and see whether was it attracted or so what it might be, whether it's moving towards like a source of heat or whether it just seems to do anything. I kind of want to see if I can figure out what its deal is, but also
So
maybe.
How would you test it? How would you test your heat theory?
Well, I guess it doesn't really make sense that it would be attracted to heat if it was attaching itself to Mororook's spear, because Mororook's spear isn't.
No, he was putting his spear in it, kind of thing. I think
it,
that's what I got the
yeah.
impression. So it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't moving.
I was stabbing
Yeah.
it, basically.
The thing is, like, my instincts maybe say hit it with some kind of magic. You would if it felt cold, then, logically it's like hit it with maybe fire, but I don't want to get it wrong.
Time, aren't we?
Sorry?
We're going to end up burning this place down ahead of time, aren't we?
Or I've done some biological lessons. I know for a fact that fire would definitely kill any kind of fungus.
I mean, I
That's
can
in
do
the real
radiant.
world.
I can do
You're in
radiant
D&D
damage.
world.
Radiant's a kind of heat, isn't it?
It's a
In
holy
some
heat.
kind of way.
It's a holy heat.
I think it doesn't seem to be aggressive. I can't think of a good way to try and figure out I don't want to hit it with one of my fire arrows and like catch the whole building. I think maybe the best thing to do is maybe go knock on the outhouse door, because he seemed to be a cold related spirit and this is a cold related fungus. Maybe they know something about it.
But I
Dean
can
actually
do-
died when she heard my voice for the frost spirit.
Who did?
Dean, she nearly died. It was just like, hello. She was like, it was
On
like
the
the worm from Labyrinth.
Wait,
Who?
I can do holy damage. Do you reckon that would do anything?
Well, it holy damage
It's a
isn't
kind
like
of heat.
real fire. Yeah. So what I don't want to use my fire arrows, and I'm worried that if we ask Nyala to,
Burn and she'll burn the whole place down.
No,
Understand.
You're not
smarter than
You're
that.
not there.
you're not there. You can
Smarter
maybe
than that.
try it.
Okay. So I would like to
Good.
go back in, rage, and
It's
then
round
hit
the
it.
room. It's round the room, so you could be within 5 feet of it, but not be
That's
in the
fine.
room with it.
That's fine. Okay, I'm going to rage so that I deal radiant damage and then smash it with Captain Smashy.
Okay, please attack the mold while you're raging as a barbarian.
I love D&D, I really do. Oh, that's better. Oh my god, 27 to hit.
You hit it most definitely, but roll that damage. Like,
Okay, so that is 16 bludgeoning and 6 radiant damage.
You see the radiant light feel like zoom out from Captain Smashy, and the force that you hit it with splatters more mould up the walls. But there's just mould on walls, and it's very cold.
Please tell me I don't have to make another save.
Jill, no, it didn't splash out at you.
God. Thank God.
It seemed to have, you kind of reached in, went smash, 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 and then
Okay, that's all right then. I don't think I could take another failed save.
Maybe we just do something that we don't normally do and leave it alone.
No, but that's not fun. I want to know what it is.
Well, I'm not
What if
there,
there's something
so-
You're
cool
not
in
there.
there?
Guys, I need help here.
Arm's on his way up.
okay. I'm going to leave you ponder about your mould for a bit. Well, Nyala's yelling. So Nyala, you step out of that room that I described that was filled with nothing but dust and cobwebs, if you remember from last time, with a growing patch of like damp floor coming from the room north. This one, all right. About you're in this one.
Wait. Okay.
You were in that one.
Yeah.
And you could see when you looked under the bed that there was kind of wet patch, like damp floorboard coming between the partition between the walls. And we heard a confusion from next door, like a commotion rather, not a confusion. And you saw that as you step out, you turn to see your friend, I guess, Sin, a load of ravens or black birds wrap about Sin. What would you like to do?
I would like to firebolt.
Okay.
Firebolt the nearest bird, or the one that is directly attacking Sin.
They don't seem to be attacking.
Oh.
They're wrapped round, spinning, swirling.
Oh, that changed everything then. I'm going to approach maybe about
The speed is increasing.
here. Okay.
Rather than you come up the stairs, you can hear the flapping of wings. You see black feathers flying everywhere. You see a shape just completely now enveloped in feathers, spinning round and round and round.
We never get a day where things go to plan.
Oh, come on. Just let me out. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Just help us. This thing is
I mean,
weird.
There is a feeling like the pressure changes inside the room.
Oh dear. Firebolt.
Go on then.
Oh, okay. That's what we're doing.
Just gonna try and hit the thing.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, please roll.
If Beyond want to show me the result of my roll. That's a 10.
The firebolt kind of whooshes past, but as it reaches within the vicinity of this thing, it pulls in the flame. The flame pulls into this swirling of ravens and feathers that are twisting and swirling around. You see like a limb swat out with a weapon. You see a form change into something else, maybe a bear or a panther of some sort. And then the pressure, there's a sucking, and all of that mass of feathers and sin and everything vanish into a point, sucking tiny, minutely, getting smaller and smaller, and then there's nothing but a few raven feathers
Sin,
drifting to the floor.
Sin. Nine, Rogue, get your butt here. Sin just disappeared. Oh God.
I head upstairs.
I don't know what it is. Feathers. She's going to pick one of the feathers and try to see if it's a raven.
Okay, give us a nature check.
Oh, fuck off. That's a 5.
You don't know what animal this is from. It is black. It is a feather.
Okay. That's not good.
What happened? What happened?
Here. Sin, we got upstairs to see what was in the room. Sin opened this one, and there was a swirl of black bird that just go around, sucks the fireball that I tried to cast, and just makes Sin disappear. Oh
Disappear.
no! Oh no! If it's what I'm thinking, we are so fucked.
If you look at the doorway, literally where Sin was, you can see the remnants of your magical effect on the door. You see, like, where the fireballs kind of swirled around inside this vortex of creatures. You see where it's hit on the door and kind of create this spiral effect again on the floor and on the ceiling. There's this swirling, scorched pattern that's pulled into a finite point. And
something magical happened.
Yeah. Please tell me this is not a raven.
I take one of the feathers and I walk back out of the room and just at the corner a little bit and just perch on the bench. And I take out the symbol of future sight and hold the feather in one hand and the symbol in the other and use it.
okay, can you roll
Can
me
I
a D100 and we'll see where you get.
Can I cast detect magic on the room and on the
Yeah,
feathers?
we'll do Arden's bit first, and we'll go to you in a minute, Niala. Okay.
Okay.
$13. What is it with me and 13s? Even on a D100, I
It
still managed
is
to get
actually the critically average number. So you see a place that is dark with mist around your ankles. You look at your hands and they are holding a spade, a shovel. You are standing in a pit, earth up to about your shoulders. You are digging in wet earth. The rain pours down around you. And you look up and you see faces in hoods peering down. You can't make out the lightning flashes behind them, their silhouettes. They're peering down, watching you dig. You feel dum, 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 dum with your spade on the lid of something, and you snap out.
Well, that wasn't very useful. I just wandered back over to the others.
Okay. Yeah. Give us a give us that detect magic then. So yeah, you reach out with your magic. Please mark off your spell slot, and you detect. It allows you to know what school it is, doesn't it?
Yes.
Conjuration.
Oh fuck. Okay. This is all I get.
And you suspect teleportation of some sort.
Okay, so I just give one of the feather to Nan, like, do you know what kind of bird this is? Because if this is what I think it is, we are going to another realm.
Another realm. Well, I'm gonna look at the. I'll look at the feather and see whether I can figure out what kind of animal it's from. What kind of bird?
Let's have a yeah, jolly old nature check, please.
I'm not good at nature checks, funnily enough. I rolled on D&D Beyond as well. Oh, it's not too bad, a 14.
You don't believe it's a raven.
Hmm.
This looks more like a hawk.
A hawk, a dark hawk.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would, what color were they? So the feathers are black.
Blacks.
Have I ever seen a black hawk before? That's very unusual. Or do I know?
Let's have a history. So you're gonna do your nature because it wasn't quite high enough, but we'll have a history to see if you can think back.
Do you say to me?
Not great at history. But yeah.
Do you say it to me so I can assist?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
say out loud. It's a hawk.
Yeah, you could be comparing your notes of birds, what you have seen, I guess. So yeah, let's have an assist.
Do you want to give me advantage or do you want to roll as well? Because I know
No,
you
go
got
on,
like,
because I have a +2 in history, so I'm not really good.
I've got a -1.
I roll.
Okay.
Both of you are trying to assess if you've ever.
That's a 5.
I
No.
rolled better than you.
I think Niala is too panicked at the moment to think
got an 11.
rationally.
It's not great.
What did you get?
11. So it's not
11.
fantastic, but still.
You don't know. This feather is it's nagging you. It possibly is something you would remember. Does any of you have the researcher feat? No, you've got that, have you? Or the researcher background thing? No. Okay, go on. Yeah. So, Mororook, did you follow upstairs? No, you're still just staring at
Yeah, no,
inanimate mould.
I'm waiting to try something, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Sir, do you ever saw is black hawks?
Can't say that I have.
Even through Arden's travels, even though he's travelled far and wide, the fauna and flora has not always been the main thing on his mind. He's normally had a mission, a focus, and with the training that he's had, the mind sort of zooms in on those things and sometimes will focus solely on those things. And not
Oh,
reach
sorry,
out.
sorry.
Yeah, go. Sorry.
Would a bird count as a beast? Because beasts are my favorite enemy. Not that it was an enemy, but I don't know whether that. Oh, it's about tracking and advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them. So I probably, but then again, Niala assisted me, so I don't think I'd get another roll, would I?
No, you've kind of looked back through your catalogue, but yeah, that's very, very, like, keep that in mind for future checks. Like, there's all those little things that your character sheet has got that is worth I know it's so much to keep in your head, especially if you play multiple characters. You're upstairs. There's this kind of there is that kind of smell of ozone in the air, that kind of and the post magic kind of feel, like something quite powerful of magic has occurred that Nyala you would instantaneously recognize. Some of you might have witnessed it, and you certainly did witness it when you saw the golems be created, and then and when they dissipated there was a similar sort of sense of just the unknowable, the ineffable source of magic. Look, what are you doing, please?
So Nan's going to run off, but I'm going to take out a torch, and I would like to light the torch with my tinderbox and kind of slowly step into the room, kind of wave it by the fungus.
The heat draws it. It expands by 10 feet around you. Please make a Constitution save.
10.
I don't think we're going to be burning this place down.
14.
Okay.
Was that you down?
Yep.
You hear it? Everybody hears a large thud.
That's me on death saves.
Do we? Do we though?
Probably not, actually. Because if you're panicking upstairs...
What's your passive?
Perceptions?
Because I've got it on your screen, haven't I? I've got it on there. Passive.
15.
16.
14.
Okay.
Perceptive.
Nyala probably would hear it.
Okay, she's going to shout, "What's that?"
Yeah,
Rook?
you just hear a thud.
Oh no. And she just run downstairs and be like, Sin? Not Rook? What's gonna be next?
Arden vaults off the balcony.
Okay. Let's have an acrobatics then.
Don't be a natural one.
Oh, duh.
2 dead bodies on the ground. Oh,
Yeah.
wasn't it? 15.
Wasn't much better.
You
it's
leap
all right.
over. You land. Your foot slips slightly in Duragar blood, but you manage to hold yourself. And you're presented with the prone corpse of Mororook. Laying on his back, you also notice that a torch has rolled from his hand and is caught one of the walls.
As in, like, it's starting to set fire to the wall?
It is starting to set fire to one of the walls, yes.
Oh shit.
I just shout to
I
everybody,
didn't-
time to go! Quickly! Let's grab Rook and get the
I
hell out of
didn't
here.
get even potion. I just
Good luck picking me up. That's all I'm saying.
No,
I'm a heavy boy with a lot of shit.
I'm going to attempt to
I'm
Just
going to
rolling.
I'm going to shove you in your hands one of my potion and just trying to get some
unconscious.
water.
I'm
And
unconscious.
oh boy.
feed him a health potion. If you've got one, feed him it.
I can get him up, and if we do get to rest, I can then get the spell slot back. So instead of
So
using a potion.
you run downstairs as well into that space.
Yeah, but if Arden has run, if everyone else has, I'm not gonna.
You see that all around him is the mould that you've seen previously.
Oh, shit, so we're going to have to drag him away from it. Otherwise,
He's
we'll...
within 10
Hold-
foot. like,
hold your
a 10-foot
breath.
sphere of mould.
I say, like, is it like on me?
It doesn't seem to want to be on you. It's quite happy to be wherever it was.
Rude. Why not? I'm a catch. They should be lucky to be on me.
It's true, George. I mean, Rook. Sorry. Oh.
Blowing the lines here a little bit.
Freudian slip there from Pete.
Does it have the odd scent of Lynx Africa?
Yeah.
Hey, don't knock Lynx Africa. It's
Nothing
a
wrong
good
with Lynx Africa.
smell.
It's
The
terrible.
ultimate
I
teenage
used to
mask.
wear it.
So
My
did
granddad
everybody.
used to have it.
Yeah.
Everyone used to wear it when they were teenagers.
Yeah, so sorry, completely
I think-
off topic onto like teenage grooming.
Forget my derailing with Lynx Africa. Let's continue trying to save Lynx's life.
Arden, help me drag him out of the mold. The mold is bad. It hurt me earlier, and I don't know why Rook would stay near it after it. But let's get him out of the mold, and then maybe I can heal him.
Well, I think we should get out of this building at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, because
So
I'm going
fire-
to help you to drag him.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Can
let's
we have
get outside.
con saves from everyone that moves into the mold, please?
Can I just not breathe?
I don't think that's
No.
how it works.
I say it's not airborne like the
TPK.
fungus was.
19.
12.
14.
The 19 makes it. 14.
Can I just drink a
12.
potion before?
The 12 makes it. You all are all right. So, but you only take half the damage. So you take 2, 3, 4. You only take 3 damage each.
Can we
So,
drag?
everybody saved it. All take 3 damage.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So that's Niala, Nan, and Van Arden.
Okay. What was I about to say? We need to drag him out now, then, don't we?
Okay, so you've pulled him out of the mold. You're still inside the building. The wall is starting to set on fire. It's not raging yet, but there is fire.
Okay.
Oh,
let's
we've
get
pulled him
on-
free, have we?
You've pulled him out of the mold, yeah. So
Oh,
you're like with the 3 of you, you get that bugbear and his accoutrement out of the mold.
Potion, quick. Let's get him back.
I'm unconscious. You can't put a potion in me, can you?
You can
Yeah,
feed somebody.
you can?
A down
Oh.
person a potion.
Wait,
I
I'll
didn't know you could.
I can do a little bit of healing now. I'm going to cast this. I'm going to cast Healing Spirit.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
not very great. It's one HP you get back at the very least.
Somebody's computer hates them. What is going on?
It's me. My phone. It's got a dodgy USB cable plugged in, and it auto detects it, and then it opens up its own special little software that's very noisy.
Oh,
Ah,
I'm
My
going
phone
to
is
get
dying.
my phone. I come
So
back.
yeah, Mororook, you are suddenly.
Ooh.
We all get 1 HP because I sort of centered it all in a
Oh,
cube.
okay.
that's okay. Cool.
Rook, you are laying on the ground. Your 3 friends standing over you, and the wall is on fire.
Oh, hi guys.
Quick, we need to get out.
What did I miss?
What have I told you about putting things in your mouth that you don't know where they've been?
I didn't put it in my mouth.
Right.
I just
Come
tried
on.
to burn the fungus, I think. Can't quite remember. It's all a bit blurry at the moment.
The fire is reaching closer towards the fungus.
Time to go.
Can I go out to the outside of the part of the building where the fire would be and start to lob snow at it?
Yeah, of course you can. You'd have to kind of skirt round between where the fire is. The fire is on where the torch rolled.
Right.
Where are we downstairs? So the expanded 10 foot here. It rolled out and it's kind of set this wall on fire.
Right.
The mold is about
shit.
here. The fire is expanding up this wall here currently. So you'd have to run
Going
out this
out to
door, and then you could maybe throw it through a window or stand at the door, pelting it with snow.
Yeah, I want to get enough distance.
Yeah, you could probably throw it from the doorway. You could be pelting it at this wall like here from there.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, I was thinking about going to the outside of the building, so I'm not inside the building, but throwing it from these. But it hasn't penetrated through the door, through the wall.
No. It's kind of
Oh.
starting to lick out of the windows here where
Right.
there's slats are.
Okay. Well, I'll do what you said.
That would be the most probably logical stuff. So make me just a ranged attack roll, please. I don't know if you're proficient with snowballs, Dave, but
I mean, I want to be.
everybody.
I definitely want to be.
I think I'm going to run outside after getting Rook out and try to help her.
I was going to say, do you have any?
The mold is kind of covering
might
all
help?
of this area here now, guys. So.
Okay.
And then there's flames now coming up over this section here.
If I'm going to make a ranged attack, how would I use the same hit
like
DC as my bow, or?
Yeah, just like that, and then we'll say you can be proficient in snowballs. Pretty much everyone's throwing a snowball. So.
I'm just going to do what my bow. I pressed the button for my bow. It's 27.
Yeah, you've helped perfectly aimed. Most spherical snowball slams into the thing. The rest of you see Nan starting to chuck snowballs. Some of the fire is dissipated slightly.
Why am I just picturing, like, you know the scene in Elf where he's like with the snowballs?
That probably needs to happen.
Right. Hear me out on this. Pulls out his water skin.
Yeah.
What if I douse myself in this and then ran through the wall?
You've got 1 HP. No.
I'll be
Please
fine.
don't.
Be fine.
Oh my god, Arden, do something.
I'll be fine.
No, you
knock
won't.
him out, Arden. Knock him out.
No, it's just pelting snow. You guys are just watching and Mororook's threatening to run into a wall.
I feel like this is what our campaign is. It's like some of us trying to solve the problems and then others just watching
I'm trying
us.
to solve the problem.
It's just one chaotic thing after another, isn't it?
I'm going to douse myself in water, like drench myself, like all 4 pints of the water from my foreskin, from my water skin.
I was about to say, what word are you about to say? Christ.
Do I have a water skin? I do have a water skin.
Oh my god, as if you
I
just
think
said,
tonight is just like a write-off. It's just comedy set.
what is going
I
on?
did not mean to say that. I got confused with 4 pints from my water skin.
You said 4 pints and water skin. You didn't say any other words.
No,
there were no words that
there's
were
no other
said.
words.
Yeah, but we
There's no
all
other
saw
words.
in his face what he thought you just said.
Okay, I'm going to douse myself in the 4 pints from my water skin.
Yeah, exactly
And,
that.
yeah, nothing else. Retcon, here we go. And I'm going to run at the wall. Just try and just like take it all out.
Yeah, also have a water skin, so she's going to spray you with the water in a water skin
This
to
is the
just
support I need.
continuously have water on you.
This is the support I need.
I don't even know how to do this. Can we have like a D100 with advantage then? So you can roll 2 D100.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Because you've got assistance from Niala, and we'll just see what happens.
I don't even know how to react to this.
I've got 1 more heal left, and so if you rolled that new character and you just really want to play that new character, I think that's your problem.
It's not even that. Right, so the
We're
first
gonna
one,
lift our tank.
the first one was a 50,
Lost
and
our
the
healer.
second one was an 86.
Okay, so you're going to take the 86, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So the 86, you charge at the wall. You kind of hit it at the point where you are between the wall and window, like the bit that comes down on the lintel, like the kind of beam, which is sort of over a slight bar, and you're gonna take 3 damage as you collide out, and the wall comes away from the thing through the wall with a Mororook-shaped hole. You fall into the snow. Now I'm going to roll a D100.
I'm just going to spray you with water so the fire doesn't get to you.
I'm still unconscious again.
And then he's going to go outside soaking wet into the freezing cold.
Out of the cold is the name of the...
I'll go back into the cold.
So you hear a cracking sound, the rest of you.
I think we broke the DM. I've never seen Pete with his head in his hands like he was just.
There is a crack, a creaking, and the part of the building you are in, with its current state of disrepair, starts to fall. Can Arden, Nan, and Celia and Yala please make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Well, hold on. I'm the only one inside the building at this point, right?
Yeah.
I'm
two
at the
went out.
doorway.
You're at the doorway, and Yala Nyala didn't have time as Mororook charged out. So Nyala, you are still technically inside. Mororook, you're outside.
But I'm
in the
unconscious
snow,
again.
face down in the snow.
Oh well,
Okay.
that's hunky dory, isn't it? That's
Yeah, I'm going to use my ring, okay? Because I have a 2.
Okay.
I rolled the 2 as well, so I get a total of 9.
Okay. And Nan?
I got a 16.
Okay, you managed to charge out of the way of the falling timbers. Nyala, you get to automatically pass with that ring of evasion, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get. Yeah.
Okay, you take 4 bludgeoning damage as bits of masonry start to collapse from the floor above onto
Even with the ring?
Arden, sorry.
I take 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
The roof is collapsing. It is continuing to collapse. You create some sort of domino effect as the top floor is now gradually becoming the bottom floor. Nan, you obviously leap out into the area where the outhouse is. The rest of you, too far inside the room, and the ceiling is falling down.
I'm going to go around to see if I can find Rook outside.
I try to get Rook out. Yeah.
Okay. You can't get out, Celia. That Nyala, that whole section here. Let me just draw it. Is gradually now collapsing. That part has collapsed. So you are beyond that within the room. So you are about there. Yeah, that's it. And the ceiling is still falling.
Okay.
Is the fire still?
The fire is
out
still
the window now. Out the window. Out the window now.
Yeah. I'm going to grab it and shoving up first, actually.
You're gonna grab what, sorry? Oh,
I'm going to shove
Arden
out.
Okay.
No, Arden's making sure you go out the door first. Out the window first, even.
Okay, so I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some
to see who goes out the window.
Yeah, we're gonna need some athletics actually, because this part of the window is kind of boarded, and you're gonna need to sort of get the some of the panels off. So let's have some athletics from both of you. Let's see if you can get these panels off in time before the rest of the ceiling collapses upon you.
19.
Okay, you kick a panel out.
Dirty 20.
Oh, wow. Okay, the panels are off. There are no panels on this window. You can climb out. The building is collapsing. The next bit falls down and up to about halfway in this space.
I shove Nyala out the window.
Yeah. This whole section here.
I'm gonna grab here and shove it too.
I have no idea what that was.
No, sorry, Celia, went all Aphex Twin on us.
Oh, sorry. I said I'm going to grab your hand and just when you shove me, you're going with me.
Right, okay, so yeah, there's a kind of bundle of cat and monk. That sounds like some kids' TV show. And like slam into the snow outside. Nan, you see your friends collapse into the snow, embraced beside you. And the rest of the building falls down up to this point. So there is the front section remaining, but basically the top floor is now the bottom floor.
So, well, the first thing that I'm actually kind of by Rook. So if Rook is out over here, I would have rushed around because he did something very not smart. So
and
I wouldn't actually. Yeah. My magic didn't work very well. I'm going to try potion.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, so you tip his head back, you kind of rub the throat to get that reflex action, and you feed him a potion, which gives him
2d4 plus 2.
exactly that.
7 hit points. That's better.
Rook, you come round in the snow. You are covered in snow.
Did it work?
Rook, look up and you see that half of the building has collapsed into the floor below.
It depends on what you wanted to do.
At least it's not on fire anymore.
I think it's still on fire. It's yeah, you.
Shit. Didn't work then, did it?
Let's go see whether Nyala and Arden need our help. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Nan. I've disappointed you, I can tell.
Yeah, now just
sorry.
checking Arden.
Just laughing as well.
Yeah,
I'm hysterically pissing myself.
It's like,
Even though I've just died twice. I've just
You've
been
lost
knocked unconscious
Finn.
twice in like the space of 5 minutes.
I think we've never seen Mororook go unconscious before, have we?
no.
No.
That's scary.
Oh no.
We saw a soaking wet, flaming Mororook laughing his ass off, rampage through a door, through a wall.
and attack moss, attack mould.
No, they didn't see me attack the mould.
Oh no. Nan saw you slice it once.
Yeah, Nan saw me stab it, but no one saw me try and burn it.
We
No,
saw you
it's true.
covered in
Didn't
it.
see the torch.
Well, around.
So the rooms that are above that have fallen down are the sort of master one here and this one here. They've fallen down pretty much intact.
So
Can
we
we-
can do some
But sort of
investigation.
compressed down on top of the other ones. So there is a.
I am so sorry, GM, for all the shit with you.
I love it. No, it's the funnest game ever. That's so funny. Okay, so yeah, so you've got these rooms now on the ground floor that were the first floor. Would you like to do anything with these rooms?
First, I'm going to check on Arden because the guy just jumped behind me, and I'm kind of like, am I still holding your hands? Yeah, I am. So I'm just like kind of checking his leg, like, okay, so you didn't miss a leg.
Question, sorry. When me and Nan kind of stumble round and see Arden and Nyala there, are they still kind of entwined?
If you're quick, yeah, they've kind of leapt out entwined, like kind of like a like that kind of holding out, jumping out a window together with Arden's spinning monk reflex.
I'm just gonna like walk around and be like, I knew it all along.
What?
I ship it. Yep.
I'm
here
just
for it.
lying on his back in the snow, just like.
Nyala's just on top of him. It's like, yep.
Can I try and is there still fire? I want to...
I'm going to show some snow on Arden, like, no, I hate humans.
There is all of a sudden there's a sound as part of the flame breaks through into one of the other rooms.
No.
Kind of good that you weren't in there, but then there's a as mold starts appearing and growing out from this space.
Wow.
Out.
Time to go.
Yeah. Do you need me to get you up?
Wait.
I need you to get off of me.
Wait, where's Sin?
Say that, Evie.
Something happened to Sin upstairs. Can we see? Well, we know that she disappeared.
Still upstairs.
No, there was feather. Oh, did we took one of the feathers, right? One of us has one of the feathers at least. Okay.
We don't have time, Nan. Not right now. Just look at the fungus. Look at the fire. We need to get out.
But we shouldn't leave without Sin. We should go back in and find Sin.
Sin is gone.
Sin, something magical happened. I don't really understand this stuff, but
She
something-
got teleported.
What do you mean Sin is gone?
She got teleported somewhere. It's I see Mama. She got teleported. She opened a room. There was a swarm of black hawks that just went around her and she poof away.
Run now, talk later.
Say them again as
5
swear to
feet
God,
out
I'm going
from
to
the
smack
building,
you.
there is now mould.
Right, yeah, backing up.
Yeah, okay, we should probably, go.
Let's get the
Did
hell
we-
out of here. We did what we've come to do. You've got the dude's head, right?
Oh, yeah.
You loot-
Yeah, I've got them attached to my belt.
But we didn't get the booze.
Doesn't matter. That was the secondary objective. The
We
first
sent a
objective
message.
was to. Yep. Let's
Yala,
go.
you need to move because you're seeing frost mold expanding out.
Shit.
And where are the reindeer? The sled.
They
Ketu
are
is with
Behind.
them.
several hundred feet down in a kind of at the other side of this depression.
Let's go now.
Right, everyone on. Everyone up.
Maybe
Nan,
when the-
it's this point that you remember about your friend in the toilet.
Oh.
Oh crap!
Literally.
I'm gonna knock on the door and say there's frost mold expanding out. I don't know if it hurts you, but it hurt us, so you might be in danger.
I feel like
Oh,
they might be part of it.
Oh, for goodness sake! You hear the slam of a book being shut, someone stepping out, and the door opens, and this little thing walks on top of the snow. Like the feet don't sink in, and
Legolas in Lord of the Rings.
literally like on top, but these are like little tiny pointy Jack Frost type boots with little these spikes on the head, and just walks over and just goes and reaches out, and frost shoots from its hand, and the mold dissipates immediately.
Hi. Who are you? You did something very cool.
Of course I did. I am very cool.
Yeah, clearly.
Frosty.
Yeah, I am very cool. I'm made of ice.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. I'm Nyala, a wizard.
Nice to meet you, even.
Oh,
Good one. Good one. I like you.
Name's Bork.
Nyala here. This is Rook. Ears a human is Rook. Arden. And this is Nan.
I've met that one.
Yeah.
I was there too, but yeah, that's fine.
Oh, were you peering over there? I can't remember that. Like, I thought it was like Nan that had the conversation with the Nephit.
Sorry,
yeah,
what?
I thought it was.
yeah.
I thought it was Nan that had the conversation, not Nan and Luke.
I was.
No, I don't think-
I
I
was
was chat
sled,
with him.
wasn't I? But
I did.
like,
Last session, you mean, Luke?
Who had the conversation with the ice guy?
we heard hello and everything when we were like there.
Yeah.
Oh no, but then you went back afterwards. While we were
Nan
inside.
went back afterwards and actually
Yes,
opened the door.
yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, no, Rook opened.
Yeah, I think I opened the door.
So yeah, you said, I've seen the big one and I've seen that one. Yeah. Hi, Bork. And just kind of looks like stunned, like,
Sorry, I kind of destroyed the pub.
I don't go in there.
Oh, sorry
I
then.
stay in there.
Is it still
Okay.
on fire or not?
The ice seems to have dissipated the mold, and the fire is kind of smouldering, but you don't know if it's out yet. The ice magic seems to have had some effect on the fire.
What did you do to the fire? That's interesting.
I'm going to go on the fact that he's made of ice. He probably froze it.
Ice mold's a bit troublesome sometimes, but it is a strange thing that you would think that sometimes something that was made of ice might be vulnerable to fire. But no, frost mold don't work like that. it's vulnerable to the very thing it is. You never know. Isn't nature wonderful? And
It is.
And
Thank
terrifying.
you. We're sorry we disturbed you again, but thank you.
it's okay. Those boys were quite loud as well. Then they got to drinking. Oh, it's awful.
You won't have to worry about those boys anymore.
Ah,
He
drinking.
glances down
yeah.
and sees the heads on your belt. And goes, oh, they look better there.
I like this man.
I
this
like him
creature.
too. And you make jokes. You can do some kind of trials with him. A joke
You didn't-
trial.
You didn't happen to see or maybe hear where they did most of the drinking, because we're here to retrieve some of
In
maybe.
the bar, where
Mm,
most
oh.
people would do drinking inside.
I'm
Now
gonna.
buried.
No, there's only
Well-
half of it's buried.
Yeah, so the bar is
half-
here.
Oh, okay. So
So I'm going to try and go back in the front door and see if I can scavenge around the bar. I'm going to be very careful though. I'm going to look out for this mould and see whether anything.
You go back to the front door and realise there is still an almighty padlock on it.
I'm just
Oh.
going to chat
You
with Offro's friend and compare my book with his.
there was this door there, here, wasn't there?
Sorry, say again. I'll go back to the map. Sorry. That here. This is another one. This one here, but that was included within the collapse here. So there's the front one. Sorry.
I'm going to go round with Nan.
You look at his. What are you trying to do with this this icy person, Niala?
Just going to chat with him, comparing books. You know, some nerdy stuff.
His book is on anatomy.
Sorry,
to the
folks.
anatomy.
I'll be back in just a second. Something's happened. I'll be right back.
Okay. It's on anatomy, like different creatures and things.
Oh, you study anatomy. What purpose? That's some interesting.
I like to know how to take you people apart.
That's a bit morbid. Oh, I'm
No,
not
that's
that
actually
side,
fine. Because you actually have to know the weak point of your enemies too, in order to make a spell more effective.
I'm just curious. You things are made different from how I'm made. Come on off, you silly dog. Get down. He's moaning because his mum's gone out. Get off. Come on.
Oh.
Stop crying, you big baby. I'm just curious. You guys are made of different things that I'm made of, and he kind of holds up the limbs, and you see as he turns, he's completely transparent, but like fractal sort of shapes are formed of these icy limbs and fingers, and as they move, the ice kind of crackles a little bit, like when you're walking on a puddle. A frozen puddle, and that kind of crispy sound happens, but at no point does it fracture or split off or any bits come away, but you can see like completely through him, and he kind of twists his hands like this, and you see right through every single part of this person, although obviously as you look through the deeper parts there's distortion.
You're so interesting and extraordinary. I didn't look. You're incredible. I never seen someone like you before.
Well, you're incredible. What makes you work? Look at you. Can't see through you. And not even magic makes you move.
Well, no. I have
You
magic.
put food in this
Actually,
bit. You put food in this bit, and it turns into something inside your body and makes you able to move and walk around the place. And that's incredible. That's better than magic.
Oh no, please don't say that. Magic is as incredible as any other creature, because except humans. Well, because you see, magic flows in every living creature. You, me, have magic Even if someone has little, very little magic, they still have some. And that's what makes you special, because every magic of every person is different.
I believe that's true. You have some wise words inside you, young Nyala, wasn't it? Yes, I
It
believe
is.
so. Now,
Not that this isn't a pleasant conversation, but can we please search through what's left of this building, get what we came to get, and leave?
yes, is there anything? I mean, what is it? What's happened? Look, you're all reasonable fellows. I'll put my book down for 5 minutes. Is there anything you need any help with?
Making sure we don't go up in flames when we go up in there.
Certainly. I'll have a look round and I'll see if I can see any flames on the outside, and I'll try and put them out for you if you like.
Thank you. That's
Oh, you're so lovely.
very
Well,
kind of you.
you've taken the time to speak to me and talk to me about something interesting and told me I'm a little bit magical and that everything's a bit magical. That's made me think of, yeah. Well,
That's why.
maybe even
That's
those
why I
Duergar
love
had a little
magic.
bit of magic. Maybe those Duergar had a little bit of magic in them anyway.
Yeah,
Not
maybe.
exactly little, but yes, I see what you mean.
He kind of steps off round the side of the building to where Mororook exited the snowed in, and starts. You can hear the kind of sound of as like his frost magic goes to work.
Arden is going to attempt to climb now the ground floor bit. That's the upstairs bit, which is now the ground floor bit. This bit.
Yeah, is going to be is going to be. Let me show you those two. Yeah, that what's in the purple box collapsed. Yeah.
Yeah, the purple box bit is now in the grey box bit. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so Arden is going to attempt to climb into that and search around in it.
Yeah, let's have
what was in those rooms.
Okay. We're going to have you make just a straight up, but no, kind of how are you getting in? Describe that process. The windows are quite distorted.
Yeah, like climb through whatever gaps he can find. So remaining archways of windows or balcony doors or something like that.
So what are we saying? A dex check for that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, dex.
Just a straight up dex coming. You're not going to be athletic or acrobatic about it. You're just going.
Yeah, like it's just kind of like.
Yeah, you're just trying to weave through. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's just a straight up dex in my head.
Okie dokie. For fuck's sake. It's another 13.
With another crit up. You climb your way through. The beams are okay at the moment as you walk. Which room would you like to enter? The southern one or the northern one?
Let's say the northern one.
Okay, so the northern one. This appears to be the one sort of lived-in room. There are the remains of clothing and garments strewn on the floor. It is sealed to the elements. There are beds enough for all of the Duergar in this space. Made, but in a state of unmade, if that makes sense. They are. They have bedding upon them, but they are not well kept.
And they did just drop about 15-20 feet.
Yeah.
Can I see any kind of containers, chests, lock boxes, anything like that at all? Anyway?
There are 4 boxes within the room. 2 large sort of chests and 2 sort of bedside table things.
I will go around all of them one by one.
Let's have some investigation. Let's have 4 of them, please.
Okay.
Each thing.
Investigation. I got a +1 to investigation. So 4. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I got a 15, a 13, a 19, and a dirty 20.
Another 13.
Another 13. So 13, 15, 19, dirty 20.
Okay. The first one that you come to contains the little side cabinet. Seems to have the rations and stuff. So you find sort of about, and then you've got about 2 weeks worth of rations for 6. So you've got loads of rations, like just stocked up to the brim. So we'll say it's probably about, what's that going to be? 6 times
14 days times 6.
Yeah.
Terrible at maths.
So
Yeah.
12 weeks.
12 weeks of rations.
Yeah, you've got probably more than you guys can eat.
Half a year of ration.
Not quite.
Yeah, you probably can't carry all of this
Big for yourself.
practically.
Quarter of a year, maybe. Okay, any, and yep, carrying on.
Your next one you come to is another one of these side cabinets. And this just seems to be rather disgusting undergarments. Not much else from the Duragar. Then there is a chest that contains some javelins.
More javelins, okay. How many?
There are 5 javelins in this chest.
Okie dokie.
And the last one is locked.
Right, so I'm going to crack out my thieves' tools then. First time in the whole campaign.
You have teeth tools?
Mm. Nobody knows, though. Nobody...
Oh,
You multi-classed.
backstory.
I haven't multi-classed. Don't know what you're talking about. Yep, so I'll whack out my thieves' tools.
Yes, well.
So, yep. To one of them, I'll just say, there we go. Sure, that is a 16.
The lock comes undone. Very simple lock.
I didn't check for traps. Whoops.
It clicks undone, and there is no trap, it would appear. It
Okay.
comes open, and inside of this box there are some parchments that are well thumbed, and there is also a scroll.
Okay. I pocket the scrolls and the parchment for now to examine later on. Is it like in a scroll case, or is it just a scroll?
It is just a loose scroll, but it is, you can tell that there is, it's well written, a bit of text that you can see where it's folded back slightly, and it's tied with a blue silk ribbon.
And the parchment itself has the parchments. Have they got text on, or are they just blank parchment?
Yeah, there's text all over them. Yeah. Like if you would take a cursory glance, it looks like maybe shipping routes.
Right, so that's how they figured out. Okay, I'll give them a little closer look later to see if we can find out where they sourced these from.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Am I done?
That's all the places checked. The beds are in disarray. There's just rubbish everywhere. These chests were quite sturdy.
What's this? Is that just another little cupboard, or?
Let me have a look. Up and down.
Isn't that the toilet?
Could be just
It's just a little storage
toilet
cupboard.
room.
There doesn't appear to be anything in there apart from mops and things.
I will check this room as well at some point. But I
Um,
don't know whether you want to go back to the others in the meantime.
There is in that one there is you open it as you step inside without opening the door. There's a scything sound.
A what? A scything sound.
Yeah, and
Okay.
from there is no ceiling in this room at all. The ceiling has come away, has fallen through, possibly why the rest of the building fell in through rot and decay. Possibly what Niala saw earlier with the dampened floorboards that he didn't get time to check out upstairs. And the siding sound from behind the bed, a small, about 2.5 inches tall, something scoots across the room and then goes wee, and then comes back the other way, and it's found a bit of floorboard that's been pushed up that's covered in ice and just jumps off it. Whoa!
Just what? Hello.
Way! And then he does it like a pirouette and lands backwards.
Hello.
Hi!
This is your pet now.
Sorry about the mess.
No, miss! I've got ramps now. I've never had ramps. Brilliant.
Are you a friend of the person downstairs? That was in
We
the
don't
outhouse?
talk.
Oh. Why?
Don't want to talk about it. Whee! And scoots off under the bed.
That's a shame.
It's
Are
it
you-
too
are you-
late to send Queenie?
Are you all right? Is there anything I can do to help?
Am I all right? Am I all right? I'm having a brilliant time. Whee! Eating across the floor.
Okay. Look, you obviously know this place a lot better than I do. You wouldn't happen to know where the dwarves that lived here keep precious things and alcohol and whatnot?
They didn't used to come in here much. Said I was too happy.
I can't imagine why. Mm. Okay then. I'm just gonna go. You
All right.
you enjoy yourself.
Oh, I will. Look at these ramps. Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah. Stay safe.
I
And
will.
then, Arden's gonna then try and find a way to clamber out of the pink box that collapsed to the
Okay.
rest of the ground floor.
Can you make me a
Towards the bar.
as you try and leave the room, acrobatics, please.
Okay. $11.
You just managed to hold on, but the floor that the thing has been skating on is treacherously slippy. You stumble, you do that run on the spot thing, grab the door frame and manage to slide your feet statically out the door onto the wood beams outside. He says, see ya! Whoa! And
Yeah. Ooh.
Like Arden's woo. Woo. It's not-
Arden is done with this shit.
you step out, you can climb back out through that window, and now you are back on the snow. There is
not back on the inside of the, because if that became the ground floor, he was trying to climb through into.
There was too much masonry to come in via that method.
Right. So I'm back outside.
So, what did you find?
Not a lot. But here you might find more use of this. My pass of the scroll with the blue silk ribbon. See what you can find.
I identified those when we were back in the sled. But what did you find? Did you find anything else?
Might be a lead. I don't know. I'll have to spend some time reading it later. Other than that, just some more food, some things that Brooke might be able to use. But I think the rest we better get back in there and check the rest of the bar area, see if we can find anything that resembles any of Tracy's lost goods.
We're back at the front door with Rook and Nan. There is a door with some padlocks.
Do these locks look particularly complicated and nasty, or do they look?
Rook had a good old smash at them before, I believe. No, you not know. You didn't. You just
no,
went around
no,
the
I
back,
just-
didn't you?
I
Yeah,
just knocked on the door.
you did. You just knocked and then went around the back. The chain is a hefty thing with a padlock. It looks like it was locked from the outside.
Right, stand back.
No, wait. This
What?
structure is quite unstable already. If
I'm just going to hit the padlock.
If I can't open it, then go ahead. But let's see if maybe I can pick the lock.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
The whole other part of the building comes crashing down.
Yeah, can you?
Oh no.
I'm not very good at this. I'm probably not as good as what Arden would be, but I don't. What would I pick it with?
That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm more curious.
Yeah.
What you're actually going to use to do this with?
We searched the bodies of the dwarves. We didn't find keys on them, did we?
No.
Interesting.
You do remember that the lock on the back door was broken. The chain was split where you went in.
So I have my cook's utensils. Maybe I can use my spork or at the end of the fork. Well, if it's big, maybe. That's the only thing that I can think of potentially that I could use. Don't laugh.
Nan is about to make the entire rogue class redundant by picking a lock with a spork.
Can you please make me a sleight of hand spork check?
Sleight of spork check.
Sleight of spork.
Fucking hell.
Please.
Come on, D&D Beyond. Oh no, it's bad. It's 8.
You bend your spork. Your spork is stuck inside the lock.
No. Yeah, I think
try now.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
Go
I'll take out my Leviathan axe and just kind of try to hit the padlock, kind of at the bit where the lock meets the pad.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, let's have a roll.
If someone does. That is a 30.
Yeah, that hits.
A natural 20 plus a 10 modifier, so that is a 30.
Yeah, that's boop, 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 boop. Nat 20. Let's have a damage.
10 modifier.
Yeah, because I've got a +8 anyway, because my strength is stupidly high. And then the Leviathan gives me a +2.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's broken. It's brilliant. I love it.
It's a lot of smash.
So that is max damage. That is 13 damage.
That is a lock destroyed. And the chain drops to the floor. Sink in a single hit. The most precise slicing of a padlock that you've ever witnessed. And your fork springs free Your spring's free.
Get up.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's what a natural 20 gets you. Spork.
My sport. Rick will get an extra portion of whatever is cooked during the short rest or long rest.
What would you like to do? You've got some closed doors that no longer appear to be locked.
After you.
We need. Let's find this booze if it is still to be found. So let's go investigate the bar.
Or,
you push open the door with quite a bit of effort as the gradual collapse of this place is now treacherous, you would think, with the beams and things about you bent, twisted, and in a state of more ruin than when you got there.
Do you think maybe it would be a good idea if I stayed outside? Just because I'm quite a heavy boy.
We don't want you getting stuck. That would be awful.
I wouldn't get stuck. I just don't want to cause any more damage to you lot. I feel like I've hurt you enough already today.
I love how this is Rook trying to make it sound like he's trying to protect us when he's the one that's died twice already.
Well, the
some non-combatant things.
I think the outhouse might be a good place for if that outhouse has no mold and hasn't been damaged. That might be a good place for us to rest for a while before we head out.
Are you putting me on the naughty step?
No.
Are you putting me in the naughty corner?
It's very important reconnaissance for where we're going to be safe to rest.
So you're putting me in the naughty corner?
No.
Fine. No, fine. I see. I'll go sit in the naughty corner.
Trudges off in the snow. And you are presented with a like smoke kind of pouring a little bit from the collapse.
Okay.
There are the tables in the corpses of several beheaded Duragar. The place is pretty messed up, to be honest.
Sorry, just a quick question. Which outhouse was it? Like the one with the ice guy or the big one?
You're talking about the barn, aren't you?
Yeah, the barn.
I don't think 4 of us are going to fit in that outhouse for a rest.
You never know.
I don't think we want to.
With how
still have
Arden
tiny
and
house.
no one's actually checked the bottom one yet. The bottom one.
With how Arden and Nyala jumped out the window, I'm sure we'd fit in fine.
Oh, I see what you mean.
See this building. How would you like to proceed, dear Nan?
I would like to proceed as so I want to see if there is a pathway to the bar area that looks like it is kind of, like if you see, well, maybe not all of you have seen collapsed buildings like I have, but you can, this is dark, you can pick routes through that where like natural sort of buttresses have been sort of made.
Let's have a perception to see if you find a route through that looks a modicum more safe than just randomly just walking in without planning your path first.
Okay. 21.
Yeah, there appears to be a clear route, but you think with that perception that you should go slowly.
Can I, other than Rook, who's just gone to the outhouse, Arden and Nyala are still around the back, aren't they? So
they were making their way around the front. Whereabouts are you? You're on your way around, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to make our way around.
Yeah.
So I'm going to...
Actually, I wanted to...
What?
Making the way.
Making the way.
Making my way downtown. Walking fast. I'm a seagull.
So if I see Arden or Nyala, we're gonna go with the rope trick again. I'm gonna tie rope around Probably in a sort of harness fashion, because waist is dangerous. So you're probably going to want to go like around the waist, around the thighs, and sort of
Cool. So
anyways.
you guys walk around the corner, and as you walk around, you see that Nan is busy tying herself in a piece of rope.
Yeah, Nyala want to actually go in the room where she think there is something, because she still remembers there was some kind of wet thing. So she wants to investigate.
That'll be on the floor up and above. That'll be.
That's the room that's the opposite room that I went to, right?
No, there is still one more room. There was 3 smaller rooms that haven't collapsed down.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go in and start. But you walk in and you see that. Well, first of all, you see that Nan is sort of
rope bunnying it up.
Rope tying herself.
Not quite as aesthetic as that, but much more functional. It doesn't look too dissimilar though. Yeah. Arden, will you hold the other end of this? I'm going to try and go in slowly and just so that you can kind of try and gently guide me out if anything bad happens.
Right.
Or at the very least know where I am from the rope path.
And if anything bad happens, how are you going to tell us? To shout? Pull?
Well, I'm gonna go very slowly. I'm gonna try and see whether we can recover, if it is indeed there, this alcohol of traces, and we can get it out. But what, at the very least, this tells you roughly where I am and what route I've taken.
All right. Well, just shout if you have any problems.
Okay. Nyala, you are presented with this very, very destroyed scene, and after overhearing Nan, you believe that going inside now would be very dangerous without being cautious.
So she's going to go slowly towards the stairs, just watching the ground.
You haven't checked your route. Please, can you roll me some dex saving throw?
It's Queenie instead, considering that the roof that Queenie was on is no longer there.
Right.
No, you've already done this. So
just throwing it out there.
And this is for the dex, a 19.
You managed to leap back. As soon as you put your foot in, your foot falls through into whatever foundations there are. But you managed to pull your leg out in time before the pieces of wood slide together and would have trapped your leg.
Yeah.
In there. Now you have a clear route through, but you are going slow. You make your way at a perilously slow pace across to where the bar is, and across the bar you see several barrels on the setup to be drunk.
Right. And are they mostly intact?
They look intact, yes.
And is the route that I took big enough for barrels, spatial awareness wise?
The route that you're looking at, you comes to the patron side of the bar. So you're at the patron side of the bar. The barrels are the far side on the back, set up as you like where we'd in a modern bar would have optics or something like that. It's right. It's on the back of the bar behind.
Oh, like if you've got like the special ciders that get placed on the top of the bars.
Yeah. They're like little kegs sat on the back.
Cool.
They're not great big ones. There's 3 that are this sort of size. Sort of, you could plug them to your body.
I'm gonna.
There'd be a couple of gallons, maybe.
Okay. Is there a... Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head back out without one of them and tell Arden that I think I found the... Do they look like the... I'm assuming that they look like the barrels that we would...
They are barrels of booze, and this is what you think you might want for a truce.
I think even if we can retrieve 1 or 2 and keep an eye on the pathway and make sure that it stays, you know, that we're being smart about this, that I think...
Arden, you don't know what pathway she's talking about.
Oh, I went through the...
Nan shares with you the route that she took, and you see this kind of slightly more secure method for navigating this shithole that you've created, or rather Mororook created.
So do we both go through together?
Then we're sorry.
Or do you want to do it alone, and again I just make sure that you're secure on the other end of the rope? That will take longer, but it might be safer.
I think we go with the safer option, and we just after each barrel we assess whether any changes have been made in the path or anything like that, the route.
Cool.
Right.
So,
well, I'll be here, and I'm gonna kind of have I'm gonna get to a point where I can see inside, and I want to. I'll hold the rope and I'll kind of lash it around one of my arms, but I'm going to be kind of keeping an eye out. I want to be looking around the room, just making sure that nothing's giving way and things.
Yeah, as you look to your right, you can actually see that beyond where the stairs go up, and there was that sort of landing that moved round to the right hand side of the building. Part of that has fallen down where over where the chimney breast was in that side. So,
but I just want to make sure that as Nan is going back and forth with barrels, that if anything changes, if anything creaks, and if anything starts to give way, I can warn her and she can get out fast before it gives way.
Brilliant. Yeah. Okay. So Nan, you make your way back in super slow, back to the bar. You're standing at the patron side of the bar.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to go over the bar. Is there not a?
That bit is actually up where the collapse happened. If you look at the map, so
up here.
You get to it from going round to this bit here. Yeah, you would be there. That's where you'd go up. So you got to go into the other section and round the back. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see. Okay, so I'm.
Yeah, you're somewhere there.
So like the route is a little bit like.
You'd either have to leap over. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, that's how you get to it, but you can't get there because of collapsed stuff.
Okay. So yeah, I'll take this route then if that avoids any.
Yeah, you'd have to slide. The only way you could get is by sliding over the bar.
Oh, so going like over here.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
Doing a butt on, or however you want to do, or like slide over on your stomach, or whichever inventive way you'd like to make your way over this bar top.
Well, first I'll peer over and see if there's anything that I can fall onto that's sharp and ouchy, and if not, then it's on the back, keeping an eye on the stuff that I might. So it's like sliding, but not on belly, it's on back.
On back. Yeah, that's perfect. You slide over, there is nothing there. The other side, you're now the far side of the bar next to the barrels.
Okay. I'm going to pick up one. Well, I'm going to see if it's attached in any way, the barrel. Are there like pipes or anything?
They are
Okay.
they are on wooden like sort of trusses that have a curve like this. They're about sort of a couple of inches deep. There's one on the back, one on the front to sort of hold the barrel in place, just to keep it at a slight tilt. As you look at the barrels, one of them has definitely been tapped. There is the spout in it. You think this might be the one that they have been boozing from. There are 2 untapped.
Okay, I'm going to pick one of the untapped up. Carefully.
Yeah. It's heavy. You are both hands.
Okay.
Hugging it.
I've got more rope. What I think I might do to get it over the bar is I might do a little barrel harness to get it onto the bar and then lower it down, because you don't want to just tip it. So I'm going to tie up the barrel.
Dan has a really kinky past that we don't know about.
She's a ranger. She knows how to use rope.
I like the idea that you made like a beer papoose. That would be like you just and then Mororook would see this idea and
one for the. You
this
can have one on the front and one on the back.
Beer papoose.
Mororook would witness beer papoose and think you've actually invented like the best design ever.
You can do it with Rook Brow when you get back. It could be like the festival thing. It's like you wear the barrels of Rook Brow. You can take that idea back to your mate. Patent pending.
Yes. How can we weave this
100%.
now actually into the law? Like,
Yeah.
Because you know, like at gigs, well, when gigs used to happen, they used to have people with like the barrels on the back that used to
like
fill up
Smirnoff Ice jets
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
All the smelly gigs that you can't go to anymore.
Soon.
Soon.
I'm going to go and see. Do you know who I'm going to go and see? McFly.
Oh dear. Do they still do?
Yeah.
They still do stuff.
Dean absolutely loves McFly, and we've bought McFly tickets throughout the Eden project. So yeah.
Oh, the Eden project's lovely anyway, so it'll be a nice.
I really want to go.
Oh, it's fantastic there. It's the best.
It's beautiful.
Right, so I'm going to do the process of, wrapping up these barrels in rope and kind of lowering them to the other end of the bar, and then. So
you managed to get both barrels over the other side. You are still the side of the barman at the moment.
Don't forget your safe word.
Sorry.
I have. Well, there we go. It's been a while. So yeah, again, sort of gently making sure that I don't land on them. Making my way over the bar.
You wiggle your way. You are on your back. You are the other side of the bar.
Any noises? Any changes in the?
No, that area seemed to be quite intact. It's the way you traverse now that seems to be the more difficult, most traumatized area of this building.
Okay. Well, okay. Hear me out, Pete. This is.
Whoa.
Hear me out.
Yes,
it's not that fancy. Like, so I've made a beer harness / papoose to lower them gently, but if I use my bedroll to wrap them, just in case, any sharp snags or anything sharp tries to leak them, I'm going to try it with one first and try and make sure that it is well padded. And then
making the most comfortable beer papoose.
Yeah, this is how much Nan wants Treese to get at least one barrel of beer. She's willing to use all these things.
Okay, is your rope attached to the other one still? Or you got 2 bits of rope attached to?
So I've got quite a lot of lengths of rope thanks to Arden. So I've got 4. So 1 is around me.
Yeah.
2 are around individual barrels.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. So you're leaving 1 barrel. You've wrapped 1 in full-on comfort papoose.
Yeah.
And you are making your way out. I would like you to make, however you want to do it, like dexterity or yeah, I think dexterity for kind of making your way out through this space.
Okay, I can do that.
Takes a dice. Takes a dice.
Well, not roll on D&D, but okay, I can do that. Well, I mean, you never know. It's been all right so far, but anyway.
Been kind to her this evening so far.
However, Pete, I'm going to go. I'm not going to be pushing I'm going to be me. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to prioritize my safety over the barrels, just in case anything goes wrong.
So you'd back out with the barrel more into the building than you are. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's fine.
Yeah. So that I can, I
drop and then kind of run if you need to. Yeah.
If I need to. Right. Dex. Okay. Oh, don't fuck me. What's that? Oh shit. 19 on the dice, and then I got a +3 to my dex, so I assume that's 20 something.
Yeah, you
22.
You step backwards slowly. Boards creak under your feet slightly. The weight of the barrel holds you at a strange kilter as you navigate between these beams, having to tuck in elbows here and there and weave your way out, and then your back bumps into Arden's hand as he stops you. You are holding a barrel of beer outside of the
wrapped in a bedroll.
The snowed in, wrapped in a bedroll. Rook, if you are you coming back yet and checking out the barn?
I've been told to stay in here, so I'm staying in here. I've been put in the naughty corner, so I'm staying in the damn.
I don't think anyone had actually. Did you open it up and go inside? You looked inside it.
We did earlier, I think. Oh, did we not?
You looked
in last session. We did.
Yeah, and then went in and checked out, and it was it was stables. It was just empty stables basically. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have one barrel.
Whew. Okay.
That's one down.
One has been some of it has been drank, so I think that I think that's a lost. It's not worth taking that one. I will try and retrieve the other one carefully.
How many are there?
There's another one full barrel.
Right. Okay. Right. Yep. Are you okay to go back in there? Are you all right?
I'll take a moment to sort of calm my breathing and kind of give myself some slappies on the face because being in tight spaces is not, being amongst
at this point, Queenie would have passed you to go flying and go to the upper floor too.
Okay.
On Yala's order.
Okay. Queenie flies up. There is a closed door where you want it to go. But Queenie kind of thinks to you that she thinks that this space, they think that this space is broken from outside, they say.
Can you enter from?
Yeah, so like the roof's given way.
Can you enter from the other ways then?
Mm-hmm. She confirms that she can.
Then do it and share your vision with me, sweetie.
So you switch to the vision of your familiar, and you see that there is a great big hole in the roof where Queenie flies, and you see that damp has soaked all the way through that floorboard in that room, and that with the collapse of the upper floors, the beds have sunk into the floor. So the legs of the bed have gone straight through these rotten, destroyed timbers. And you realize that it was very good that you didn't walk inside that room, because you would have fallen through the space below. Probably onto where Nan is now about to go for a second attempt. So Nan, you know the way there.
I'm going to snap my eyes open. Yeah, I'm going to snap my eyes open and just shout at Nan. Nan, just be careful. Queenie is up here. There is some wood that just been in the water, so it's kind of broken. So don't do something reckless. I don't want to lose someone else today.
Arden just checks all the ropes are tight and secure on Nan's back and everything before she goes back in. Where the barrel was, just to make sure that the barrel didn't loosen anything from before she went in.
Cool. The ropes seem all okay. You unload beer papoose number 1, and you proceed back inside. You know the route to where the barrel is. You're going to do me that dex check again to try and get out with this one, please.
Okay. If Nyala, can you roughly sort of say where the most problematic area is that you think might be, so that I can keep an eye on it as I go?
So she's going to close her eyes and share the vision again. And I think I need an intelligence check for this because
yeah, you're going to intelligence check to see if you can kind of map on top of this map kind of thing.
I can't. I roll a 4.
Okay, you have no idea where these beds are about to fall through the ceiling in.
They are in your location, but I can't think. I don't think I can see exactly where.
Okay. Okay.
Do I see anything else, DM?
There is nothing. That room is ruined.
Okay.
Moldy beds, fallen, damaged floor.
So I'm going to say to Queenie to come back.
Cool.
And like a big egg.
Okay. Let's see whether this dice fucks me. Oh, well, it's not as good as the last one. So if it's a higher DC, then so this is a 12.
There is a creaking. Can you make me a dex save, please?
I can. 17.
More of the ceiling starts collapsing as you pick up the barrel. You leap back, the ceiling starts falling. You've got the barrel in your arms. Arden, you see some of the ceiling start going with this perception. Can you make me a strength check, please?
Just so it pop off on beyond. That's not good.
And
8.
You tug, the rope is snagged on something. Acrobatics, please, Nan. Athletics to try and run back out of this collapsing building. So you missed the first piece of masonry that fell.
Okay, it's not bad. But my athletics isn't great. It's 17.
You start running. Floorboards are falling. You're hugging this barrel to your chest. You're charging out. There are bits falling down. A bed suddenly collapses down and springs pop out of it. There is the rest of the building. It seems like the rest of the roof is coming down, and you leap out with a barrel forwards and land in the snow. Arden, a pile of rope and a Nan flying towards you. Can you make a dex save or no strength save to see if you catch them on their way out with this propelled athletic force?
Come on, Arden.
That is getting also girls.
Share with you.
It's a
10. You charge out. The barrel rolls out of your hands and lands in the snow, but you don't catch them. Nan, you just fall into the snow and you take 2 damage, please, from sort of like the impact of just sort of charging at full pelt out of the thing. But you seem to have saved 2 barrels of booze.
That is all the booze that we will. That is a lot.
Yala is going to
kind of
rush
roll over
to
in
you
the snow, and then there's this, and the whole rest of it does this, like sort of folding in on itself, and the snowed in is snowed under.
What about the little mate that Arden?
Dead, probably.
Oh shit!
I mean, I doubt it. He's like an ice person, like the other person. Just not on talking terms. I reckon he's fine.
Well, I don't know. I didn't see.
Arden, is
When you're-
everyone okay?
When you're in the snow, you just hear.
And laughing.
And laughing.
You see a bugbear's head poked out of the stable.
Just leaning up against like
Oh yeah, okay.
the front of the stable, just like, and you thought I was the stupid one. At least I didn't bring down the whole building.
I told you, he's a
And
human.
also, Arden, what is it with you and just having different members of the female populace of our party on top of you? Like, come on. I thought that you had a thing with Nyala, and now I come out and I see Nan's on top of you as well.
Okay,
Come on, make up your mind, please.
we do not have a thing. It's tell him.
The more that you protest, the more I believe it.
There is a snow falling. It is dark, folks.
Can we get
approach
inside
in
now?
night.
It's been a long day.
Is the barn safe to rest in? Although
It is in a state of disrepair with some holes in the slats and things, but it is nominally intact.
Maybe a bit cold, but yeah, it's fine. It's good enough.
I can cast tiny hut in a room where we would be, and we still have the beds,
Yes,
but we will be warm.
But what about the reindeer?
yeah, we should go get the
The
reindeer.
stable?
So I think
I was
so,
about to say, wanted to check on Ketu and the deer.
Mhm.
Am I allowed to leave the naughty corner now?
I
I
pick up
didn't
one of the barrels of
think
beer and I
I-
throw it at Rook for him to catch.
okay,
Oh,
make a we're gonna have a to catch, I guess, strength, I guess.
26.
Perfectly one hand.
Drops it.
Yeah. Just like a football, just like American football, just catches it and just.
I'll
what
go
would you like?
to get the deer and Ketu, and if Yala wants to start setting up the dome and you want to grab the other barrel when you've got a free hand, get it all
Yeah.
inside. And then I reckon we just camp for the night.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I think we all need it because she's still bloody.
Yeah.
You're bloody. You're bloody.
I'm blood.
I've been knocked unconscious twice.
But then
So you
I'm
make
at
your
7
way.
HP, okay?
Same.
You make your way back across this depression. If you would like to start doing that now.
Well, the second outhouse, if anyone wants to. I mean, I don't think Nan's that curious, but if anyone else is curious to check out the second toilet.
I kind of want to go to a look.
Who's going to the bogs?
Rook needs
Yeah,
the toilet.
Yalan.
Okay, is this going to be a sort of a dual toilet experience or just a singular one in, one out experience?
One in, one out.
It's not a nightclub.
We're not going together. We're not going to cross streams. Come on.
You've never been to the bathroom with another person. It's an experience that most women have to do at some point.
Ritualistic, apparently.
It's very much ritualistic.
There is a perfectly functioning toilet instead of an outhouse.
Not when I'll finish with it.
No graffiti.
No.
Pull out my daggers. Rook was here.
Okay, yeah, there is
By
now...
Rookbrow.
What a good time.
Call Arden. Message Arden.
Like a crude drawing of Arden as well.
It's a
stick man.
It turns out like one of Nan's chickens that she draws the tattoo.
For an okay time, call message Arden.
for a subpar time.
Why?
Sorry.
You all, Arden and Nan, you are...
Please tell me there's not a hole carved in one of the walls. Of the other room.
Make a perception check, Rook.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Okay.
No.
8.
As you relieve yourself, you can just hear the pages of a book turning from the space behind. As you carve your name in the wall, you hear
I just call her. All right.
Yes, I'm all right. Trying to read.
How's your business going? Mine's struggling.
Wow.
A little panel opens behind you, and an icy hand reaches through with a little book.
Thank you.
You look at it and it says The Little Book of Pooping.
I'm going to read this, and I'm not coming out until I've read it. I may be finished, but I'm going to read it cover to cover. It
Like
might take me a while.
But
Sorry,
Potty training book.
is it like the Little Book of Calm? But
yeah, it's exactly like The Little Book of Calm, but it's The Little Book of Poop. Pooping.
Okay.
Arden and Nan, you are trudging through freshly fallen snow across this indentation away in the dark. Nan, you are perfectly okay at this point to proceed. But Arden, as you leave the
I'm perfectly capable of it too.
The light, but how do you do it?
It's blindfold.
With that little piece of silk that is tied around my staff.
You would have to, you think, to wear it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, of course. With the one person. Just trying to avoid having to use it around Nan so blatantly. Okay.
Did I say you two go and explore this place? No, you chose to do it.
And it was in this moment Luke knew he fucked
up.
We're all just quite like different flavors of fucked up, really, aren't we?
Coming back really quick, something happened.
So you the bear
is there
lights
any particular fashion of how I have to wear it for it to function?
There is 2 eyes painted upon it. There is seemingly quite an obvious way to apply this magical implement.
All right. I was hoping there was a nonchalant way I could like tie it around my wrist or something. But if I have to tie it around my eyes to make
there
it
is
work,
there is a way you can put it around your wrist if you grew eyeballs on your wrist. But until that time,
can try and do it without maybe Nan noticing.
Nan, Arden lets Nan like walk a few steps ahead.
Okay.
And then while she's ahead towards the thing, he just takes it out and kind of just ties it around his head. And
your
it's
vision shifts to
let's
shades
just
of
hope
grey.
this works.
And you can now see, like the spell that I believe Sin cast upon you before, in shades of grey. And you see snow falling, you see the shape of a tiefling walking off into the snow towards the encampment that you made previously.
Still definitely prefer not seeing in the dark.
The snow is falling lightly, and you two are... the sounds of Niala and Rook setting camp recede behind you, and you walk across the expanse. It's quiet, apart from the gentle sound of the fluttering snow falling to the ground. There's not even much of a breeze at all that is lifting it. It's kind of doing that straight down fall of snow. Anything you'd like to do at this point?
So
Sorry.
are we? That's okay. Are we going and getting Ketu and the reindeer and bringing them back to where Niala and Rook are?
I
making
thought
camp?
that's what you were
That was the
heading
plan,
to.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but
Where are
you're
we?
proceeding across that large indent of land that's sort of like this shape, slightly taller where the snowed in was, and you're kind of proceeding down and out and then up to the other side of the curve.
Okay.
Anything you'd like to do at this point?
I was going to look up what I actually can do with. I don't know whether I can communicate with Ketu in any way other than like how we've been communicating.
With chicken drawings?
Of chicken drawings and gravy. No, I think, they have to be able to see me. It's not like a...
Telepathic thing.
Yeah.
Niala,
So.
while Nan's looking that up, you could do your identify if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to,
Before you
Just
take your rest.
ritual cast.
Oh, you can ritual cast it. Yeah, you don't need to. I'm thinking spell slots, but you don't need to do ritual cast. So while they're walking off, it's going to take a good 20 minutes, maybe more, to get there, and then maybe as long back.
Where are we on the map? I
you're
lost track.
you're just sort of outside of the about here. Oh, I've got the wrong thing on. I've drawn a square where you are for some reason. No, you're here.
Oh.
Outside this barn area.
Okay.
You cast on this thing, and you find that it is a scroll of locate object. Did you get that, Niala?
Let me just. Okay, so you tell me a scroll of.
Yeah.
Locate object.
Scroll. Locate. Object. Okay.
East
That's
Bond.
While we're doing the walkover, Arden's going to do some light reading of the parchment that he found now that he can actually see in the dark.
You would find this very difficult in the shades of grey, but you pick out that it seems to be one thing that you do pick out is a kind of a crest that's quite easy to see, and you would recognise this as it's like on a stamp, like a duty stamp or something like that, and you realise that it's stamped with a Southgate crest and then a Mordensow crest. They're obvious to you. You've travelled through those two places quite often and seen this.
So it was imported from northern continents.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Oh, I don't think I can do anything fancy or special to communicate with Ketu because I haven't got this particular spell. So I'm just going to keep an eye out on keep an eye out about myself.
Let's have a perception then, please, while you up in.
Is yeah, because it's mostly in battle that Ketty does stuff. Okay, well, I've been doing all right rolling dice. Let's try rolling a dice again. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I'll have that. 22 perception. 17 on the dice.
To your left, so to the north, as you're proceeding, you do hear something other than the flutter of snow. You hear
Arden. I'm gonna wait until Arden, who's a few steps behind me, catches up. You got to do it the other way around, isn't it? Like that, yeah. Oh.
You turn around and you see Arden wearing this piece of silk with the most elaborately painted eyes upon it.
Are they pretty?
They are. They're like imagine like an eye, like a peacock feather.
Okay. I hear something. I hear a stomping in gesture to the direction that I heard it.
You don't think it was on the ground? It doesn't sound like a stomping.
Oh, okay. What does
make a wisdom check?
Okay. Oh, why did I? Well, okay, I did D&D Beyond that time. 18. It's not too bad. Thanks, D&D Beyond.
Sounds like the beating of wings.
Oh. Does it? Did I hear the hawks? No, because that happened. No, did that happen? And she disappeared before. Sin disappeared before I saw the birds and heard the birds, right?
Yes, yeah. You ran upstairs after Nyala shouted, "Get up here now!"
Okay.
Or something along those lines. I can't do a Celia impression.
Yeah, get your ass up here.
I kind of maybe point up.
Then you stand still and you hear, but it's fading. Sounds like it's moving away. It sounds like it's proceeding west. East to west. Kind of flew
West
slightly
is
over.
Towards the inn, right?
Yeah. But it's also quite a way north. It's not in your immediate vicinity.
Whatever that was, I don't think it noticed us.
Let's hope so. Is it safe to move the reindeer if there are
It sounded like it moved away, and so I think as long as we don't light anything up, we should be fine.
We'll go very slowly with the reindeer then, I suppose, when we do get to them. So
you come back and you find your little what was the word for it? The type of hut shelter.
Quincy,
your Quincy, and inside your Quincy there is some reindeer, and curled upon one of them on top in its little dot format. Ketu is there, and you manage to brush off the snow that's left on the on the sled, hitch up and ride out and proceed back. Rook and Nyala, can you make some perception checks for me, please?
Of course.
Are we alone? Both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not 20, 26.
10.
Sorry, Rook.
10.
Nyala, you hear moving from east to west. to the far, and then to the north of where you are now. The beating of wings.
Rook.
Hmm?
Do you hear that?
Now she's pointed it out to you, Rook. You now hear it and remember that you saw something and you were on watch.
Yes. Probably nothing to worry about. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll all be
Okay.
fine.
Can I ask you something? Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, sure.
not
Go ahead.
not used to it.
Yeah.
Do you any kind of books about relationship?
No. Should I?
I don't know. It's just
Oh, is this you
look.
saying that, is this you saying that you would like to pursue a romantic relationship with art?
No. Look, I'm not.
Your reaction tells me everything I need to know.
No, please no. I don't know how it works. I just when I was in the island, I was just well. Animals were just a drag for a short period of time, and they had some kids.
Bumpy pumpy time.
Yeah, but I never had some kind of those urges that they have, and
Okay.
I may be 20 and more, but I feel like socially I'm more like a 15 than a 20. I just
It's fine. Forgive me. I'm not really too
I don't
knowledgeable on your species. How long do your kind normally live?
I don't even know myself, so
I wouldn't see any. I wouldn't feel any pressure on yourself to have any form of relationship at the moment. You're still young. You have your whole life ahead of you. You don't have to form a relationship when you're young. You can wait until you're a bit older and until you find someone that you are attracted to.
I don't know what to do. It's just some of the animal find a partner for life, and sometimes they miss it, and I'm like, well, what the sailor told me, because I went on a ship for some time, and what some told me is back in their city, they took the sea, leaving someone behind.
Yes.
And they told me they missed this person and now they can see it again. I don't.
So what?
I don't want to be alone.
But you're not alone. You're not alone. You have me, you have Arden, you have Nan, you have Sin, wherever the fuck Sin is. You're never alone. Just you might not have found the person like your romantic partner yet, but that's fine.
Even if I'm with you guys, sometimes I'm just don't feel it's I hate feelings. This is why I love books, because I don't get to think about it.
Why do you think I just smash things? I don't. My feelings are gone. They're non-existent anymore. I had them. They left. It's fine. Everyone has someone. I guarantee you that. Everyone has someone. You will find your someone. And when you find that someone, you will know.
How?
You will just know. In here. And he kind of taps on Nyala's chest. In your heart, you will know.
Okay, but is it like this kind of goofy things that I do?
No, it's more of a warm and fuzzy feeling. You kind of want to spend every moment with them and kind of want to do everything with them and tell them about everything. At least that's what mine was. Mine was.
What was a name?
No, that's a story for another time.
Oh, thank you.
But just promise me you will talk to me if you feel alone, because you're not alone. You have us. We will always have your back.
Thanks.
Okay.
Just okay. Is this like this kind of relation that some humans and other humanoid person said that like siblings?
Yes. I love the four of you as though you are siblings. Like I'm very much under the impression that we are a little bit of a weirdly thrown together in a random sort of sense, little
Definitely.
little almost family, which I am more than happy to kill for, as you've probably seen, and I am more than willing to die for. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. I will protect you until my ends at least.
Oh, you're not gonna die on us right now, okay?
No. I'm not going to die on you just yet. But
I
know
think
full
that,
well that
I think that if someone was if someone was going to die first, I would be the one.
No, I wouldn't let that happen. I promise you now,
Yeah,
I will not let that happen.
Yeah, well, I told that to Arden too, and he was kind of speechless, so I don't know.
I can guarantee you right now that will not happen.
Okay. Now let's prepare this table for the boys and girls, because let's get to work.
As that moment is broken, you hear the sleigh coming. The hot breath of panting beasts coming towards the shed, the stables where you are staying for the night. You move inside and you find some remnants of hay and things and bedding for the reindeer to couch down on and get comfy. Are you putting Tiny Hut inside the place, or are you putting Tiny Hut outside the front?
Just outside.
Inside would be better, yeah. So we would all snuggle in and everything.
So inside, so we can. So is there enough room for the reindeer and the dome inside this?
Remind me of the size of Tiny Hut. I can never remember the size of it.
Sure. Let me get
20-foot square.
Where is it? Tiny Hut. It is a 10-foot radius. Yes.
Oh yeah. 10-foot radius. So yeah. You'd be like, it would be Tiny Hut would fill up. You might have to move this cart, but yeah, that'd be easy to do. So yeah, you can fit it within the space, just about. It'd be touching the walls.
So we all snuggle in.
Putting it inside the inside. Yeah, cool. And you all may now long rest.
Thank God for that.
Well,
I think Nyala would be snuggling near Mororook for this night, just trying to have some kind of comfort.
47 hit points I've just restored.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, there's a cat trying to get in my window and it'll get the dog see it. Go away, Nimbus. Go.
I need to go make a cup of coffee if I'm going to be staying. I'm just going to go make one real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Should we have
staying up
a
late, so-
quick break? We've only got half an hour, so we could stop now if you want and stop at that point and be long rested, or. It's up to you.
I would like to.
Should we decide where we're going next first?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Grab your coffee and then
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
we'll-
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have a quick break.
And then
Grab
we'll
some
decide
water.
where we're
Grab
going
some
next.
drinks. Yeah. We'll do that.
Yeah, I'm worried about these barrels of booze, as you can tell.
Yeah.
You are a stupid cat.
Backstory for you. Little bit of
Yeah. She won't tell the other unless you
Gonna-
told her to tell the other. She won't tell.
I feel like there's so much we don't know about Rook, really. We've learned a lot about other people so far, but Rook
Well-
really we haven't.
Yeah.
had
The
that
two
much of
people
an
we don't
insight
really
into.
know much are Sin and Rook.
You don't really know much about me.
yeah, oh no.
I'm just quite boring, it seems.
No,
I
not
have my
at all.
theories. Believe me, I have my theories.
Theories, the big bad theories.
I
It
think
seems
we-
like Nyala gets a lot of backstory from people. You know Arden's like real name. You know about Rook's backstory. It seems like you're the
People
You're
talk
like
to
a-
Nala.
yeah.
I think everybody's kind of surface level history
Mm.
has been exposed, apart from Rook's. I think Rook's surface level history is the only one we don't know.
You'll know nothing.
Everybody's kind of further backstory about how they are, who they are. I think none of us have really scratched into any of that yet.
I mean, Nyala
Mhm.
doesn't know where she is, really. That's up to DM.
There is it was actually really so much fun, like with what you guys sent, and then like working it how we
How it all
flipping
connects.
cat, go away, Nimbus. Go
I was saying
away.
because like I've got like my basic like skeleton of my like backstory, but I kind of just keep expanding on it.
Mm.
Yeah, so you rest. You will need 8 hours of rest time, as is tradition, and as is written in the rule. The rule says that. So,
As bestowed upon us by the D&D gods.
mhm. And the D&D gods are good to you, and you get
8 hours of rest. Imagine if you had a proper like a job in the real world where you managed to get 8 hours sleep every night.
I didn't
nice,
have a
wouldn't it?
meeting at midnight.
Yeah.
It's honestly not as bad. I've got a meeting at 4 a.m. next Monday that I have to make sure that I am awake for. So that one's worse than I'd rather stay up late and do meetings than try and
Yeah,
get up
yeah.
at 4 a.m.
Are these meetings something that can just be put in an email though?
No, sadly
Because
not.
we all dread those meetings.
Love it.
What's that?
rainbow cake.
It looks amazing.
Alora and
Love
the
it.
rainbow
That
lemon.
looks
cupcake.
incredible.
That's cool.
It's very tasty. Sorry, cake. Yeah, you get 8 beautiful hours of rest, which Nan in character, Nan in character looks like today. And you wake to a heavy snowfall, powder deep, excellent conditions for sledding, and you have sled. What would you like to do?
I think we should return to Kanzax with our findings before going any further. I feel if we do go on, the chances of us returning with any of this stuff will dwindle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because next stop is going to be the mine. I don't want to get the booze tanked. What time is it?
It's going to be quite late morning. because you're up killing Durga.
I think above anything, we need to get the booze back, and then we need to find Sin.
Hmm. Yeah, we need to figure out what happened to Sin.
Because you still haven't told me what happened to Sin.
Do
Tried to
we really
told you.
know what happened?
What happened is we went upstairs with Sin to look in the rooms, and Sin opened one, I opened another one. And when she opened the one on the further back, a swarm of bird that we think is Black Hawks.
Taken.
I just start swirling around her. I try to eat a bird in order to kill it, and just it
She
went.
was resisting. She turned into a bear. She tried to fight them off, but they took her.
Yeah.
What kind of birds were they?
Nothing
Black
like I've ever seen.
Hawks. I have a feather. If
Let me see.
Smash me a nature, Rook.
That's what I was getting at. 19.
This is the feather of a bloodhawk.
oh no.
Would I know anything about bloodhawks, Mr. DM, sir?
What would you know about bloodhawks?
I don't know. What
So
would
cool.
what I know about bloodhawks?
They are in the DMG. Let me tell you something about a bloodhawk. That's all right. What would you know about a bloodhawk? Let me tell you what you would know in character about bloodhawk. You would know that they move in packs, like in like flocks kind of thing. They are aggressive in nature, and they are pretty fearless, and normally would just straightforward attack.
Okay.
So you
This
tell us?
this doesn't make any sense. This is a bloodhawk feather.
What's a bloodhawk?
Bloodhawks don't normally disintegrate, vaporize, teleport, whatever you say. They just normally just scratch, claw, peck, and all that. This doesn't make any sense. I don't understand where Sin could have gone.
Maybe they weren't bloodhawks, but more people like her that can turn into bloodhawks.
Maybe, but at the same time, that if it was people that could turn into bloodhawks, they wouldn't just leave a feather. If they turn back, it would turn back into their original form.
Can you try to think if she ever saw bloodhawk refer to someone, deity of something?
A religion, then, please.
Sorry?
I think that is a religion. I think that's only the second religion we've ever had.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh, I'm bad in religion. Let's pray. That's a 16.
You think back and you remember more like of no, I've just had one. Okay. You remember more of the story that you were told when you were very small, and someone was drawing in sand, and they were drawing circles with concentric circles around outside, and they were talking to you about. They drew a circle, and then they drew a line through the center, and another line that split the center, and they described that there were places that existed in the same physical space, but shifted, almost like dropped away from this place into another place. And you remember they talked of one that was filled with darkness and the dead.
So Nyala is
They-
going to redo exactly the drawing and the story, closing his eyes, trying to get as much as she can of details until just and going about the land of sorry, in dark and with dead tracing in the snow.
So you draw something similar to this sort of symbol, and then you know that you exist within this space here, and then that these spaces are two spaces that exist.
This is here. We are here, and this is the place under where the story is talking about, and this is a lot of dark and with dead. And this is where I don't know where I get this memory, but this plane. I think
You
this is the
continue
plane.
drawing like almost automatically, and you start drawing this.
That's a plane. That's a plane of existence.
You're drawing. It just automatically comes out of you. You don't even know that you're doing it, and the others are stood round looking at you drawing this arcane imagery in the snow. How do others react? As she's kind of mumbling like not incoherently. There were words coming out, but like they're like regressed like words. How would you behave? Like,
I kind of just stand there, just like cross-armed, just kind of watching and listening.
yeah. But are you? Is Mororook pretending not to be interested, or is Rook?
Oh no! He's like 100% interested. He's like actively like watching what she's doing and like listening to what she's saying.
Okay.
Depending on who taught me what I know, history, this is likely something that kind of would have been spoken word history, maybe. So I think it's familiar, but not in an academic sense.
Yeah, there's folklore that exists all the way through wherever you come from or now, talking about the, they're just stories though, mostly, like just things that you've heard. You know about magic, you've seen that from the healers all around you. You've seen Nyala make magic, and you've seen great magics at Kanzak's by Litiana. But it's planes of darkness and things like that. They send a chill down you from the things you've seen recently. But would they be real? You're not sure.
What would Arden know of different planes? Because he'd know of at least two.
Roll us. Where would you think he would have? He would have picked that up from at the study.
He'd know of at least of the ethereal plane and the astral sea.
Shadowfell.
From studies with the monks and what they're capable of. But
you would know that they are
in
places.
regards to, he's never been to any of them. He's never practiced in any kind of magic kind of stuff like that. So it would be a case of it's what he's heard other people talk about and heard other and things like that, but never actually experienced. So it would all be second-hand knowledge.
Yeah, you would kind of know that you need to. What Arden might know through studying is that there are places where the veil is thin, and certain times when the veil is thin, and some planes where that the veil can be just not even known, that you have to move through it. Sometimes you can stumble upon it without even thinking, and that is the one that you might have heard of, that probably Sin might be more familiar with, being Sin's nature, the place of the Fae.
Feywild. Okay.
But as to what Nyala speaks of, when you start hearing talk of the dead, conjures up to images that you remember from your monastery, those screaming faces that suck the very life force from Nan and Rook, and faces in the robes of your once fellow brothers in the monastery.
Nyala, is this something your newfound tutelage back in Kanzax might be able to give you further insight on?
I think. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that this dark plane, well, I know one, but that's because the sailor were talking about it, about some kind of health queen. Shadowfell is a land for the dead, and for basically where she is.
Could this be connected to what we've seen before?
No. The Raven Queen only bring crows. That can be her.
No, I mean what we saw below, back at Zimrica.
Maybe. The cult of Orcus. No, that can be it. No, that can be the cult of Orcus. We need to get back to Kekanzax right now.
Right.
I need a couple days. Just give me a couple days back in the library. I have a key. I think I can find something.
Do you think that you can bring Sin back? Or find Sin?
I can find him, maybe. That would cost me some energy.
That's all we need. If you find Sin, we'll do the rest. We can get them back.
That scroll.
Just don't get there without me.
No.
If it's a place of death, just don't get there without me.
Then we bring death to the realm of death.
The scroll you found.
Yes.
What's its limitations?
I mean, it's a scroll of locate objects, so.
Would you not be able to use that on something that Sin is carrying?
That's what I was thinking.
Does it not work across cross-dimensional?
Okay, I need to look it up because I think there is a range for locate object, but I'm not sure.
1,000 feet.
Okay.
Might not be able to get to her, but at least we'll know where she is.
I think this spell only works for around 1,000 feet.
Okay,
That-
so
We would need something more powerful.
so keep that safe, because we might need that when we get to this realm of death.
We only
if-
have one to go.
That's fine. That's fine. Because when we get to this realm of death, we're going to need everything and every help that we can get to find Sin.
Not something you'd be able to replicate, Niala. Now that you have the scroll, is it not something that you could learn and add to your own spellbook?
That's a good question.
Actually,
Copying
with some paper and time, I could. But I also have this other scroll. So this scroll is a scroll of spray color. Basically, it blinds the person you're targeting in a cone of a certain way.
it looks like you've got a lot of studying to do.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't mind.
Let's
I would
let's
need
ready
someone.
this lad, and
I would need someone because this is a lot of work.
It's fine.
or we can discuss it on
None.
the way back.
Mm.
Thought you were drinking a bottle of wine then, Celia. Genuinely like rosé.
It's not.
It's okay.
It's not wine. It's
Cider?
apple cider.
Mm.
Tell me,
What was
so you're moving on from the inn, and are you heading back to Kakanzak, Specs? Where are you going?
I think
No.
so. I agree
My
to
vote's Kakanzak.
Back to Kansas.
back to home base, restock, maybe ask around about.
Mhm. So you
Sin.
travel for some time on the way back to Kakanzak. And it took you a day or so to get to your location where you are. You camp and you move on. And on the second day of travel, you find an area of hard packed ice. Quite a large area of hard packed ice. And in the center, there is blood. There is lots of blood and meat and bone and skulls.
Of what kinds of things? Animals?
Large animals, white fur.
Shit. Jilly.
This doesn't look good.
No.
Fuck.
Make me a nature check now.
Mm.
Do you think this is the remaining of the Yeti?
No, I think it's Jilly's. Do you remember Jilly? They kept all the big white beasties. Yeah, the screeger. I have a screeger tooth. Can I use it as comparison?
You get advantage with this.
I like it when DM gives you advantage for being clever. Let's see. What's the oh, well, 17 is the better one.
It doesn't match. Skulls are less bovine and more canine, more fangs, more spikes, much heavier set, something that might even stand upon two legs quite often. You assume it's closer to the creatures that you fought, although this is bigger than the ones you fought. These bones are they're as long as some of the bones are nearly as tall as Arden in places, like the thighs.
Sorry, things that we fought. What things that we fought? The Yeti or the?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What can kill something this big?
We heard some wings.
This is frozen
Yeah.
solid.
What
This
do you
has been
mean?
here a
What,
long
what,
time.
what do you mean something that can kill something this big? So 2 thumbs. It's this guy.
Rook, I
Can someone
don't
please
even want
insight
to.
check Rook for that? Like,
He needs
I will.
this. It's
I
something
will.
that he needs.
I mean, I have a passive insight of
That's
17.
a 21 for you.
Rook, are you genuinely? Does Rook genuinely believe he can kill giant yetis?
Yes,
I love
100%.
it.
100%. Rook, when it comes to physical combat, Rook thinks that he is the dog's bollocks.
Yeah,
Because
I love it.
he's still never lost.
Niala,
Even
your
though-
read is that he is 100% sure that he can kill.
I don't even want to joke about this because
This,
last time we struggled like shit against the one normal sized Yeti.
Who's joking?
Brooke's confidence is unshakable considering less than 24 hours ago he was killed by mould
Yes, but that wasn't physical combat.
twice.
Physical combat, he
I
is
like to see
undefeated.
that Maruk's like really like just like allergy ridden now. Like he's
old, so
Yeah, I'm
he's-
still ancient.
He's been out in the cold and he got really poorly in the cold and now he's been around some mold and he's like
He's like
Oh.
he's like your granddad, and you go around and you have to check his boiler works every winter.
Yeah.
He doesn't freeze to death.
yeah, he's like your really fighty granddad. Like he could win you in a fight, but
Oh yeah,
he's
like the
Big
can't
bro
granddad
control
is
cold
his-
bragging.
But he has
He's
to have
always
a
Big
like
bro
this,
blanket
is
he's
on.
like-
bragging about big muscle.
before dessert.
Yeah, he's like, right, come on.
He
Yeah.
climbs trees during the day, but in the evening when he's having his dinner, he has to have a blanket put over his lap.
Do you know, I met a dude once that he was in the Olympics. He was in his like 70s or 80s or something, like maybe even like in his late 80s. And I was on a training course with him and he used to lift weights in the Olympics and he took his shirt off and showed us his like muscles. It was unnecessary, but that's kind of what I'm thinking of now.
Like that Iggy Pop body.
Yeah, it was strange. I think he lifted some stuff for us as well. If I remember correctly. Anyway.
Yeah, well we've gone completely off of D&D for discussing what wrinkly old muttling men look like.
We went from Yeti corpses to Iggy Pop's body. It's definitely gone on a tangent.
The juxtaposition
Yeah.
of critically average adventures.
All I did was take my headphones off, and I was like, "Why every time?" Jumped into some weird
So
shit.
yeah, these are very large Yeti corpses.
I would joke about it normally, Rook. Now, I'm just terrified. Because we struggle back then.
Again,
You struggle.
who's joking?
I would normally with you. Now I'm just scared.
No. The only reason that I struggled was because I kept getting hit by fucking lightning.
Yeah, that too. But without
DM.
the lightning, admit that would have been really bad.
The Yeti did fuck all last time we fought one.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out it was stunned most of the time. Anyway.
Yes, Nan. Sorry.
Do these corpses look like? What do they look like? They've been ruined by like magic, or
There are parts of
weapons,
them.
or-
There are parts of them bonded into this ice sheet,
right?
and
Oh,
then eviscerated.
like
Oh no.
ice spikes. Like ice spikes have kind of gone through them, or like.
No, the ice is they're bonded nearly to the ice.
Please tell me we're not
Oh.
dealing with a white dragon.
I didn't even fucking think about that.
Oh, there was flapping. Yeah, there was. Yeah. Okay. Right wings. Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
Cross breath.
I didn't.
Hmm.
I didn't even clock.
And you were having like
Aw.
a sweet little moment with Nyala talking about
Yeah.
relationships while there was like a potentially a dragon.
A
Like,
white dragon flying above us.
I think the dragon was like, "Oh, they're having a moment. Let's not interrupt.
Let's leave them alone.
Just like
Oh.
backs out of the.
Let's have something else for dinners and drama.
Yeah. I couldn't handle any more backstory today.
Maybe it was getting out of a therapy, so it didn't like feel like it.
Too rich for me, that just wanders off.
Too rich for my blood.
So yes, and then you you want to do anything with these corpses?
Search
I
for
mean, I feel
loot.
like I've metagamed that a bit and figuring out what it is, but in character, we still have no clue.
No.
Can we? I'm just going to wander around the scene and try and investigate it a little bit to see if there's any kind of telltale signs of what could possibly have caused this amount of damage.
Survival, I guess. Then we're going to do for that.
DM, would you allow me to make an intelligence check to kinda, in my head, connect the dots with the flapping and this? Potentially.
Yes, I think you can make an intelligence check for this.
13.
Again.
That's a 12.
That's my third
That's
or
a
fourth
12.
13 tonight.
Okay, so you see that there are large rents in the creature that were done by large claws. You also see that there are large teeth holes, and bits of it are thrown everywhere. There's not much feasting done. It just seems sport, maybe. And Niala, you try and connect. You're thinking about these things, about the experiences you've had over the last few days, and you get a vague connection between the two, but you can't quite figure out what it might be with that check that you did.
I'm gonna tap Arden's shoulder and be like, do you we heard some flapping the other day with Rook. So it was flying a bit further, but you think a flying beast could do that?
This is the first time
would
that
be-
Niala has shared the information with Arden that they also heard the flapping.
Would be
Can I do a
quite
history to
big.
see whether Arden would have any kind of knowledge of even the existence of dragons to try?
Yeah, you're a native of Kakanzak, of Frohas, sorry.
Yeah.
Or have been for some time.
I stay with the reindeer and soothe them because blood and guts.
Mm-hmm.
I've rolled like shit tonight. It's a good job we haven't been in combat.
What are you doing, Tofu? No. Stop it. What do you mean?
Pause.
Oh, he's not happy. I can
Was
hear
that your
it.
13 again, or?
That was a 10.
No, I'm afraid not.
Gosh, poor Arden has
Can I
rolled.
try
I
to think
rolled
of
like shit tonight.
Yeah. Okay. And are you moving on? What are you doing with these corpses? What
Can
are
I
you
try to
doing here?
think of a beast like this?
Just leave the
I
corpses.
think you've had your checks for this for now.
I don't want to go anywhere near all
Nope.
this mess.
Nope.
It's even if the thing that killed it doesn't want to eat it, then this is going to attract all manner of things.
I think we pick up the pace towards Kansas and get there before nightfall.
I would second that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you.
Yeah, for once, I just want to get the fuck out of here.
You make your way back to Kansas and you find your trader outside with your the person that you hired the sled from.
Arden's friend.
Only a fleeting visit. What, we've been gone 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, the sled looks all right. How's that? How's your how have they been? They've been all right.
Yeah, they've been fine. We've been feeding them and keeping them safe at night.
They're all here.
You
Well
sound
done.
surprised.
It's dangerous out there, isn't it? That's why I take that deposit.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
this isn't us returning them. If you could just hold on to them for a while, and then we'll probably be heading out in a couple more days' time and going back out. We didn't get to our final destination.
Huh?
We encountered business which required us to double back.
I see.
So we will be going back out again. I assume our previous payment will still cover our future journey.
Oh yeah, that would have covered you for well, you put the money down. It's fine. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll feed them up for you. Yeah, well, welcome back. I didn't expect you back so soon, but the city of Kakanzax awaits you, I guess.
He seems really fucking surprised to see us alive. Can I insight check this guy, please?
Yeah.
Oh,
I want to sit because last time he laughed
Leave the door
at
open,
Arden,
please.
and I'm kind of sus about it.
22.
He's sus.
He is really surprised that you made it back. He's genuinely surprised. Like, you think this is absolutely 100% genuine, that he just didn't know if you were coming back at all. He didn't think that your accoutrement or your general manner was of the caliber to make it out and back.
Right.
Legit.
Nothing. It sounds legit, yeah. We're not exactly. We don't strike. We don't publicly strike as capable people. Half the time, I think it's just fucking luck. So yeah, I'm guessing there's nothing sinister going on there.
There's nothing. There's nothing untoward you get about his character. You just think that he's like, oh, they're yeah. I've still got reindeer.
Right. No, go on.
No,
We are
finish
not
and then I'll
murderous
do it at the
oboe.
end.
Sorry, Nan, go.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna ask if I can spend some time with this person and the reindeer, like getting to know the reindeer and kind of grooming them a little bit, and just kind of get, now that we don't have Sin to do more expert animal handling, I'm trying to, I suppose, just learn how better to handle the reindeer at the very least.
I think there's a couple of things we're going to need to do to pick up the slack from Sin. I think we need to brew some more potions while we're back here as well.
Yeah,
both of us. At least get two each brewed before we plan on leaving again.
Yes, Nyala.
No, I gave you a potion for work, so I have one.
Yeah, you're on one. Yeah, it was there saying we're gonna have to.
I need to get some more. There's one thing I want to go to. We can do this all in downtime, but just so you're aware, I plan on going back to the alchemy towers, and I want to get, depending on how much it's going to cost, I want to get something done for Rook.
Oh God.
nice.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, bollocks, is it?
Something simple. It depends. Well, I'll say it right now and then, because we collected all these bloody javelins. I just thought, rather than hauling around all these bloody javelins, how much would it cost to have one of them enchanted with returning?
Boomerang javelin.
Basically, so he throws it and then it reappears in his hand after he's thrown it.
You walk round to the front. Nan, are you staying with the reindeer master, or
Yeah,
are
I
you
just
to go and see Trees, with your cash?
Well, I'm interested in both those things. I mostly just want the reindeer. I just want to make more friends with the reindeer if we're going to be returning with them. I suppose that's the thing. Maybe I can come back and do that. I think it's maybe
make a perception check now.
Oh, okay, sure.
We're going to leave the.
17.
Sorry.
17.
Yeah.
You think you would recognise these reindeer in a crowd of reindeer. You have come to know that their antler outlines and certain patches of fur as you've been driving them with Sin and watching how they move. You think you could pick out all four of them?
Would you say they're dear to her?
Wow.
Being in the back.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm gonna call one of them Arden, one of them Rook, I know they've got names. I'm gonna call one of them Nala.
they've got names. They've got names.
I know. I kind of want to assign whichever seems the most grumpy is going to be the Sin. Whichever is the most sort of
aggressive is Rook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Who would be mine?
I'm gonna start talking to them like I want to have conversations with my group. It's like
so you can practice what you want to say to us with them.
Yeah, it's like Wilson from Castaway.
Oh no.
Reindeer.
I cannot wait until somebody can cast Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
And
I can.
I can. I have that in my spell list.
I literally cannot. I literally cannot wait till someone catches Nan at this. Just walk down
the reindeer's just giving us side eye, like help. I mean,
like Arden walks around like to the where Nan's looking after him. It's just like, now, Rook, we need to have a talk about.
We need to talk about your anger issues.
Like little kids would put their stuffed toys around.
Oh, brilliant! You're holding like Nan Parliament, like I'm in charge here.
Waving around carrots.
That's lovely.
I presume we're going to wait. We're going to hold off on taking the beer back until next session with Treese and all that, and have that conversation then and do it tonight.
You after Nan says the guy agrees for you to come and spend some time with the reindeer. He says, "Yeah, I could always do with an extra help with them if you want. Might be a little bit of money in it for you if you want."
Oh, just spending time with the reindeer and learning how better to care for them is fine. That's.
I can show you what I do and how I keep them healthy if you'd like to. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I'd like to make sure they return again to you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you for taking such care with them. And then you proceed round to the front doors, and they are locked as always, with a guard in front of them. And as you know, normally there is a token type thing to get in the door. You don't have any tokens.
No, but we do have things on the back of our heads saying that we're the champions of Kakanzax.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna push Niala to the front.
Someone looks over the top and goes, "Shit! Open the doors!"
Hi guys.
The
I was
least
advancing to
intimidating
tournament.
of all of us is the one that gets all the doors open.
Yeah, and you're just going to talk with them like, "Hey, how's it going since the tournament?"
They're like, "Oh," they're ecstatic. They're like, "Oh, come on in." Like, get the doors open. Get the doors open. Inside, you kind of hear coming down the stairs, like running down one of the stairs, and you open the second door. The front door's locked. The inner airlock door opens, and charging down the stairs is Malgon.
Hey, Malgon.
And he's like, "Oh, mate!" He's like so ecstatic to see you. He can barely speak apparently. And he's like, You're back. I didn't think you. I can't even remember what his voice is. Sorry, really, I'm losing it at the end of the game.
Was
That-
Like the
rusty,
West
but
Country,
very
go for it.
light.
No, he wasn't West Country, was he? I think he was.
I
Wasn't
thought
he
he was
Scottish?
like, yeah, like a dwarf.
Yeah.
They're all Scottish.
Yeah. So he says in his Scottish accent. I can't even put my voice into that shape now.
Was very light, but a bit rusty.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I can do voice. I can do voice. I can do voice.
He wasn't gruff. He wasn't gruff.
He
yeah.
he was quite sad about Cecil.
Kinda like Olaf, but grumpy.
He beckons you in. He says, "Welcome back. Thank you for all of your help. I'm back. I'm back in the good books now. With everybody.
That's great.
And it seems to be going fine. The water's still running, and yeah, we're good.
Okay. You keeping track of what's happening down there? I would be mad if not.
Well, they sent some guards down, and they filled the hole
Okay.
where you talked about
Goblins.
coming up.
Did you get them all out?
What about goblins? Rook just shouts. There's goblins where?
Will you keep your voice? Will you keep your voice down? I just want to go to West Country today. I don't know why.
Do it.
Will you keep your voice down, please? Don't want the whole town knowing.
Yeah, that's true. You've seen me, right? They know that I am Goblinkin.
They know you're of that kind. Yeah. They've seen you fighting a giant golem.
Exactly. So a couple of goblins shouldn't be too bad, surely. They know how good a bugbear. They know how good a bugbear can be. They know how good bugbear can be.
Amazing.
How the hell is it from tonight?
They know how good bugbear can be. So what's trouble with a few goblins?
From me, bugbear. I love it.
Sewer.
And you're back into the town, and you are now safely inside the walls of Kakanzak's, and that is where we'll have to end this game because my head is dying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I had 2 bottles of Axel, so I'm not good either.
Oh my god.
That was. I'll stop the recording.